most intense, thrilling, electrifying sport on the planet. Mixed martial arts. You've been looking for the definitive podcast to call your new home to hear everything about it. The search is over. This is the MMAnomaly Show. No filter. Bringing you the hottest MMA breakdowns straight from the heart of the octagon. This show is all about MMA breakdowns. For fans, by fans. We're talking UFC, MMA, and the occasional big boxing match. We'll bring our unique take on how these fights are going to play out and who we think are the best bets. Welcome to the MMAnomaly Show. No filter. And now your hosts, Olin a.k.a. MMAnomaly, Emiliano a.k.a. Jive Turkey Nano, and Alex Pip a.k.a. Pip's Piano Tips.
What is up, fight fans? Welcome back to another episode of the MMAnomaly Show, No Filter. I'm your host, Olin, a.k.a. MMAnomaly, and with me, as usual, are the co-hosts with the most. We're talking about Pip's Piano Tips and Jive Turkey Nano himself. My guys, it is Friday. We have made it through another long, exhausting, just testing work week and week outside of work, right? Like, Pip's dog had surgery. I went to a couple theme parks with the nephews, and Nano's just constant movement, man. Hard to catch this guy when he's standing still. So first and foremost, Pip, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. Dog got out of surgery well, so we got a new setup here. So we're just chilling in the living room. We gotta monitor him, make sure he's not licking no wounds or nothing. But I'm happy he's doing good. I'm good. We're just chilling. Happy to talk about a banger card that we got coming up Saturday night. But Nano, how you doing, brother?
Absolutely. Love to hear it, brother. And shout out the doggo there for, the quick recovery. And I'm doing good as well. You might hear my dog Luna running around. You got the dogs in the backyard, baby, as always. I'm doing fantastic. Guess what, man? It's freaking Friday. I can't remember last time we had a Friday show, but the vibes are high. We got a full dose of the embedded, of the press conferences, of every bit of juice from this fight week build-up. My gosh, I can't wait to dive in with you boys. But first and foremost, MMAnomaly. Give it to us, No Filter. How you doing? How you feeling today, brother? How are the vibes? And I'll be double muting to start it off, my brother.
Oh, man. Did that really just happen? I was feeling good up until that. I'll be honest. Before this show, I was tired. It's been a long work week. Like I said, I took Monday, Tuesday off. Walked like 20 to 25,000 steps a day with the nephews on those days at Disney, and then hit the ground running Wednesday through Friday. So it's been a very, very busy work week. Felt like a sprint and a marathon somehow. But that's okay, brother. I can keep that marathoner's pace all day. And once I saw you bright boys' shining faces, I mean, my God, the energy just came right back. We're here like we never left. So yeah, it's a good day. No complaints. As I like to tell my significant other, busy does not mean bad. It has been a fucking busy week. Sean Moody, my guy. Sean Moody, 1987, evening MMAnomaly. Tomorrow I turn 39, and Strickland gets beat up on the ground.
Well, happy early birthday, Moody.
Is that your birthday?
I was going to say, in that case, two things, man. One, happy early birthday. Two, I really hope you're not a Sean Strickland fan, and I hope you spend your birthday, blow out the candles, wish on something better than him getting a W. I don't see that happening either way, but with that being said, we got Chris Cushman in the chat, too. Let's go, champ. Where's the piano, man? As I said, he's tuning up so you can tune in. Pip, you going to LFA 235 in Louisville? Off topic, sorry, but Khamzat's going to walk through Sean.
There's a chance. I got to line some things up on my schedule. I might go. Cushman, I'll let you know. Hit me up on Instagram.
When is it, Pip?
I think it's... Cushman, you know better than I do. I thought it was like June, July. I thought it was close.
If it's July, I might be able to swing coming out for that as well.
Well, shit.
We might make an event out of it.
It just depends let me know, because I might be wrong.
Because I've got surgery on the 27th of this month, and I've got about a month recovery time on that. Three weeks to a month. But if it's after that 3.5 week window, and I'm not out of town for work, brother, I'm fucking there. I'll make it happen. Father's Day weekend Friday. Oh, man. Let's see.
I'll tell you what, too. That could be a nice little Father's Day present. Yeah, June 19th. Okay, thank you, Kush, man. June 19th.
Oh, June 19th, I wouldn't be able to make it. I was going to say that might work out. I'd come see the fights and then have my old lady meet me out there, and then we drive out to see my dad about 6.5 hours away. But it's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's just too soon for me. I won't be able to lift my own luggage to go on the trip. And if I can't lift my own luggage, I can only assume that I probably shouldn't be drinking on that trip either, which would make it a lot less fun to hang out with Pip. So, and that's nothing against Pip. That's just a lot of praise for whiskey. Sean Moody, why can't any MMA leagues come to Peoria, Illinois instead of Chicago or the suburbs of Chicago? I mean, let me propose a different question. Soon to be 39-year-old Sean Moody. Why don't you drive to Chicago or the suburbs of Chicago? I'm not a big, huge fan of Chicago either, but I will tell you, it's not the worst place I've ever visited. And I do have to go for work again very soon. Shout out to my clients. June 19th. No worries, guys. Blessed as MMA fans, we get Risen and a good UFC card. Brother, this is how I know you're a real one. Like I just said, Risen in the year 2026. You love to see it. Truly. I want Green to win on Rebecki. I want Green to win and Rebecki over Dawson and Waldo over Volkov. I want Green to win and Rebecki over Dawson and Waldo over Volkov. I agree with 2 out of 3 of those. I like Green a lot. I've met him 3 times, and he's fucking always dressed better than I could ever dream of being dressed. The guy's style is just wild. Like a 90s to early 2000s R&B music video every time I see him. But that being said, I'd like the opposition to get a win here. Jeremy Little Heaton Stevens, you know who I'm talking about, bro. He's the hardest hitting 145er that there is, bro. He's just the hardest 145er there ever was.
Who the fuck is that guy?
You know who he is. You know who the fuck he is. It's Jeremy Little Heaton Stevens. Fuck Chicago. We have an arena that holds 12K. I mean, what is the Chicago arena? It's like 60K, right?
Maybe. I mean, good. All the arenas are usually around, what, 20, 40?
The United Center seats 20,917, bro. They've got you guys beat by about 500 in ticket sales already. Sorry. 750 in ticket sales already. So, like, that's... at bare minimum of $300 a pop. So $300 a pop times 750, realistically 800 seats. I mean, you're talking about $24,000. $240,000. And that's just if we're talking nosebleeds or the extra seating. That's enough to make me want to do a card in Chicago instead, if I'm being completely honest. 240K is a lot of money.
I just didn't even think about the Yum Center. I mean, the Yum Center even holds about 25,000 people.
Yeah, like you got to have at least 20K seats for these events to want to go there. Otherwise, it's just like, what are we really doing here, guys? Like, you got to make the money. Even though the fighters aren't getting paid, Uncle Dana's got to fill those pockets as much as he possibly can. We know that. So we've stalled enough, folks. Let's go ahead and get into the dismantling of each other's firm opinions on these fights. We have a main event to talk about that is going to feed families, depending on what side you're sitting on here. It's Khamzat Chimaev versus Sean Strickland. I mean, this fight promises to be an absolute fucking banger, folks. I feel like there's no way that Pip can take all the meat off the bone on this one, so I'm going to let him go first. I feel like it's probably the safest bet to give him the lead on. But, at the risk of having to pull up the picture, we've seen it happen before. We've seen it happen before. Nano's not looking disgusted enough. There we go. That's better. Oh, it's so good, bro. It's so good every time. It's so
well,
good.
Luckily there's a lot to talk about on this card, so I don't know if I could take it all, but I'm definitely going to do my best to. But I mean, it's a very interesting match, and I'll try to start with the challenger in Sean Strickland. I mean, honestly, I can see a path to victory for Sean. I mean, he favors the momentum here. He's been going against a lot of grapplers. He's coming off a dominant win against Anthony Hernandez. He fought DDP twice. He's been training, somewhat for that kind of style. And Khamzat, I mean, he's defending his belt for the first time after, 9 months off. And Sean's looked really good against people who he's not really supposed to win against. I mean, you can count him out, but he always finds a way to kind of come back. I mean, Adesanya, Fluffy, all these kind of fights where you think that he doesn't really have the upper hand, he kind of finds a way to do it. I mean, he's the better striker by far. He's got really good footwork, good distance management, and insane cardio. Sean doesn't really have that power threat. He's more, breaking people down as the fight goes on. And he either just makes you quit or frustrates you, just throughout the entire fight. And Sean can, and he has shown that he can stuff the takedowns. He can be elusive on the feet. He can flick the jab, sneaky pop shots, teeps to the body, all that classic, all in that classic iCarly stance. And he just does so well at it. If he can counter the aggression from Khamzat, I mean, he has hope that he can get it done. But like I said, I see a path for Sean, but I just see one. I see quite a few for Khamzat to get this done. I mean, Khamzat is a relentless pressure fighter. He blends elite freestyle wrestling with intelligent cage work and smothering top control. And his style isn't just, about athleticness or explosiveness or brute strength, though he's got, plenty of all three. I mean, he's highly technical. He's got chain entries, maintains dominant positions, and he drains opponents mentally and physically. I mean, Khamzat often uses, cage awareness entries. He's shooting at angles, immediately transitioning to body locks, and he lifts and manipulates opponents' weights, drives them to the fence, and just denies any attempts at sprawls. He's got the confidence in his scrambles as well that just kind of let him attack aggressively with very low risk. And once he's on top, I mean, he excels at leg control. I mean, hooking the legs, sweeping out the legs, and even controlling the feet, pinning the opponents, flat on the mat. He drives their hands down, uses pressure to just block, or uses the head to block pressure, and keeps constant pressure against the cage as well. It just really neutralizes any escapes and turns every moment really just into exhausting, demoralizing control. He constantly mixes heavy ground and pound, guard transitions, submission attempts, and opponents just kind of defend one threat and immediately opens up another one. It just creates a suffocating cycle that just leads to these finishes or dominant decisions like we've seen. And Khamzat turns this, more into a one-sided grind. His wrestling is perfectly adapted to MMA. The angles, the wall work, control, his output plus scramble recovery just makes him incredibly hard to get away from. Khamzat just has so many layers to his game. It makes him extremely hard for me to bet against. I think he's the best fighter right now in the middleweight division, other than Adesanya, obviously. But I think he's going to mop the floor with Sean, and I'm going to say it. If the beef is real between these two, I could really see him breaking down Sean for 5 rounds. Like, he can land nasty ground and pound, just torture Sean for 5 rounds. But ultimately, I'm kind of feeling the McGregor-Khabib-esque here. So I'm going to kind of go with a similar thought. I'm going to go with a rear naked choke in round 2 from Khamzat. But Nano, enough of my rant. What you got, brother?
I swear I see rear naked choke as well.
Really?
I swear to God.
It might be the one.
I've already got a bet locked in on by sub.
I like it.
There you go. And I appreciate that. Great breakdown, Pip, as always. I mean, you really did a good job of giving us a good picture of what we're going to get from both these guys in here. Shout out Leroy, just a couple of legends and the other guy. Olin. Okay, well, you know what, Leroy? We love having you around as always, and I think that MMAnomaly, or AKA, this person you refer to as Olin, pretty epic as well. Shout out Cushman. Khamzat wants the choke. I think that definitely is what we're all seeing here, right? I mean, there's no doubt about it. Listen, man, I mean, this fight is bonkers. I mean, the hype behind it, the heat, the actual hatred that both of these guys have shown, not just this week, but leading up into this week. I'm ecstatic to see what goes down Saturday. Like, these guys literally hate each other. It's personal, and it's like with where Sean is at in his career, and I think how he's looking at this and referring to Khamzat as the bully and wanting to shut up the big bad wolf. They've obviously never liked each other, and it's 2 alphas going in there. Obviously, videos came out of them training and things like that, but man, it just feels like Sean really has that chip on his shoulder. Like, he really wants to go out there and win and like shut the bully up. Like, this is that moment. Can he do it? I don't know, boys. Right? I mean, let's be real. Like, we're talking about Sean Strickland, who is a great fighter and makes a lot of people look not normal, or I guess just normal, right? He makes a lot of the top guys just look like normal fighters out there. You mentioned it, Izzy Adesanya, Pip. I mean, I love him as well, one of my favorites, but boy, did Sean make him look a little different out there. Not as much a style bender as much as just Israel Adesanya. Oh man, I'm so excited for this fight, but I am worried about Sean Strickland. I want to see him push Khamzat. I heard Weidman on that pre-fight show kind of mentioned the Gilbert Burns or Usman, Kamaru Usman style fight, where if Sean can get some success or at least get out of that second or third round, I'd love to see a fourth and fifth where both these guys are bloody, beaten, and battered. They're talking shit. Maybe Sean can stuff some takedowns by that point, and potentially win. It'd be a heroic. I could maybe try to turn my camera all the way around here, but it'd be like Rocky, trying to go out there and beat the obvious favorite in Khamzat Chimaev, the guy that we all assume should go out there and win. But if anyone can do it, man, it might be the crazy guy. And Sean, God bless America, Strickland. MMAnomaly. I know there's a lot to say around this one, so I think you could take as many directions as you want, brother. We got the logos there at the bottom. Shout out our production team, aka MMAnomaly, for Khamzat with that grin, and Sean Strickland looking fierce and bold and ready to go. But brother, give it to us, no filter, man. How you seeing this one?
Brother. I appreciate everything you guys said, and I agree with pretty much everything you guys said. There's one thing that you said that is probably the sole thing I would disagree with, and I know it was wishful thinking. You're not saying you see this happening, right? I don't see him stuffing takedowns in the fourth and fifth round, let alone the first through third. If we look at history, and history does have a weird way of repeating itself, right? Like if we look at the fight between him and Dricus du Plessis, the second one, Dricus only attempted 2 takedowns, and he's not a super gifted wrestler. He just kind of falls into you like a very happy puppy dog that weighs 200 pounds. And that's what he did to Sean. And he landed 1 out of 2 of those. And in the first fight, if we look back even further in history, he attempted 11 takedowns and landed 6. So by my count, unless you're fluffy and you're having a very off night, probably your worst experience in the UFC and worst performance in the UFC, let alone, if you're shooting at least 2 takedowns, you're getting 1. And Khamzat is a takedown machine. He's going to shoot 10 to 20 to 30 fucking takedowns in a 25-minute fight. I see it going very much in that direction. He's the perfect undefeated wrecking machine. He's a Chechen wrestling demon. He's got sticky top control, vicious ground and pound, and a very suffocating style of pressure that tends to break souls and hearts out there. Dude's a nightmare when he gets you to the ground, and he's got one of the best chain wrestling sets in the division right now, if not the best. And I mean, he's only getting meaner and better. As far as Strickland, like Tarzan, he's a pressure machine, right? iCarly style boxing. He's going to shoot you with teeps and jabs all day long. High volume, fairly good chin, endless forward style movement, and he'll make you fight every second of every round. He's got veteran savvy for days, but here's the hole that gets exposed tomorrow night. His takedown defense against elite level wrestlers and relentless wrestlers like Boris, it's going to get shredded. We saw it against DDP, as I alluded to. He has no answers when the grappling gets started. And I genuinely think that's going to be the path to victory here. Chimaev's going to stuff the early pressure, drag Strickland to the ground, and just grind him into dust with top pressure and heavy hands until he sinks in his rear naked choke. I have a unit on Khamzat to win by TKO, KO, or DQ, and I have a half unit on him to win by submission. Either way, I'm up money as long as he gets it done inside the distance. Which is funny because if you just take him by inside the distance, you get worse odds on betonline.ag than you do if you just take him at moneyline. I'll never understand that shit, genuinely. But here we are. Let's jump into the chat real quick before we move on. The time is almost here, fellas, Juice Man says. And he also says he is hyped as fuck. Brother, you and me both. Let's fucking go. The only card I wanted to see was Rogers versus Fyodor. I mean, that would have been incredible for damn sure. I got that fire like Dylan from making the band when it comes to bets. Let's go, Grimy. Tell us the parlays. That's why I go to BKFC events cheaper. There you go. Hey, see? Juice Man's with us. Grimy. Parlays, brother. Speak money into existence here for us.
Drop the heat.
Peoria is the hometown of Richard Pryor, Sean Livingston, and the band Mudvayne. Oh. Dude. Mudvayne, dope. That's a great band. I remember their song from the movie Ghost Ship. Terrible but awesome horror movie from the early 2000s. You should check it out. Chimaev round 5 or by decision is plus 230 if you get that bet. I don't know if Sean lasts that long, but it could look like the DDP fight. I don't know. He didn't not like DDP. He was just trying to win a fight against him. You know what I mean? On a professional level. This guy he doesn't like.
It's valid.
He made him curse. He made him say and do a lot of things out of character. I think Khamzat's going to go out there and try and bully him, bro. If Khamzat loses, will Islam move up in weight? Islam doesn't move up in weight for at least another 1 to 2 years, and I genuinely think he has 2 fights left and then he retires. Juice got Van or Tatsuro?
Ooh. I would say real quick on the Khamzat piece, it does depend, I think, if Alex wins or not. If Alex goes back down, I think he was chasing Alex Bejeda, but if not, I mean, what did DC say he was walking around like 230 or 240 or something like that? And he did not look
Islam?
good. No, Khamzat.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck?
No,
because he asked if
Khamzat.
Islam will move up.
Yeah, I heard Khamzat cut like.
down.
I heard Khamzat cut like 46
cut
pounds.
25 pounds or something. No, it was 46 kilos.
Yeah. Okay.
So
kilos.
it was 23.5 pounds. Which is still a lot, but
Yeah.
not 46.
Yeah, no, okay, never mind.
This is America. I hear 46. I think of pounds.
I remember last time a Brazilian posted that, and I'm like, he's got to cut 48 pounds, and they're like, no, kilos on Twitter. They were like eating me up. No, I'm sorry. Like that still is an astronomically bad weight cut to leave yourself with on the last day, but it's possible. Whereas 40 plus is definitely not. That's death. Grimy Leroy Kush Juice. I'm not gonna lie to you, Sean Moody. That sounds like the worst tasting mixed drink you could order at a bar. Y'all have a Grimy Leroy Kush Juice? Make it a large. Make it a double. Fuck it. It's Friday.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Sean's knees are gone. He can't even sprawl since the motorcycle accident. Oh, that is fair. It's a fair point. Fuck Josh Hogan. I will intentionally not watch his fights. Bro, love him or hate him. He definitely makes me cackle in a very weird way. I don't like him, but he makes me laugh. What happened with Hogan? I saw something with him and Ilya.
Yeah,
well,
did you watch it?
It's funny. Yeah, it's funny you ask. He started talking all kinds of crap to Alex Pineda. He said he's gonna chama his mama, and then he called him a bitch, and said he wouldn't do anything. And then he was right. Alex Pineda just kind of sat there because I think maybe he's gained too much weight to get up easily. On assistant here at heavyweight. And then Ilya jumped up because, he's a little guy. It's easy for them to get up and down very quickly. So he did. And he also knew that there were like 6 security guys between them, which would probably give me some brass balls too, bud. But, the fact of the matter is, Josh Hogan weighs about, I don't know, carry the 1, 2 Ilya Toporias. That's about how much he weighs. So I don't like that fight for Ilya. I'll tell you that. And as Josh Hogan said, move up to heavyweight. Because I don't discriminate. I'll beat anyone's ass.
He did also say, don't find your wives in Miami, which I was like, oof.
He said, don't find your wife in Miami. That was a line, brother. And then he got kicked out. So,
yeah, fair.
Tough. He'll probably get more followers because of it, though. Khamzat by finish. Sean stands 2 square. 100%, bro. I agree. I can see it being a knockout on the feet, too. Every fight is going to be a first round finish. All right, Mateusz. I'm with it. If somebody parlays that, billionaire, not even millionaire. They're skipping to billions.
Be the shortest guard ever.
75-minute fight card. 16 fights. Just annoying AF. Worse than Colby. I agree. Taira wins and faces Horiguchi in Japan. Sean Moody, why would you say something that gets me so excited?
I was saying he has their best friends now. You're like, did we just become best friends?
I mean, did we just become best friends? Saitama Super Arena?
I almost want Taira to win just because of that. I think it was Masters or somebody that came in here. It might have even been you that came up with it all. But yeah, somebody had brought that up, and I
said it a while back.
Thinking about it.
I literally said it a while back.
Yeah.
If Tatsuro wins, he's going to end up facing Horiguchi at the Saitama Super Arena. It's going to be the first time that UFC goes there. It's going to be reminiscent of Pride.
It just feels so good. I want to see it. See it.
Like, tell me a Japan card, a la UFC Freedom 250, a la UFC The Sphere for UFC Noche, like paying homage to the Japanese greats. Dude, sign me up, kid. Write the check.
Take my money.
Let's fucking go, bro. I need that. Like, inject it into my veins, bro. I hope D-Lou puts him out. I don't see it happening, unfortunately. Why are folks saying Chimaev missed weight? I don't understand at all. Like, they're saying that the guy didn't give it time to settle. Fun fact, Hey Jive Bets, which usually a big fan of, he's the first person I saw going on rants about this, and the first person to comment on it and basically correct him was John Anik on his Instagram. John Anik literally said, this specific gentleman usually moves very fast, and if you paid attention, he moved very fast with the rest of the fighters. It was not just Chimaev. It's just they have business to conduct. They have 2 hours to do this. They don't have time to be wasting. He had 25 minutes before the cutoff. If he is going to miss weight, they don't have 4 minutes to be fucking jiggling around with it and telling him, whether or not he missed weight. They need to tell him ASAP so that way he has that 25 minutes or however long to go and cut the rest of the weight. So, yeah, I mean, was the thing still moving? Yes. Was it going to settle and click at the top like he missed weight? I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. When it started moving again was also when Chimaev lifted his hands up and flexed, bro. Like, if you know how those stationary scales work, you know that's a thing. You have to stand completely still for it. He did for the couple seconds. So, yeah, I disagree with that firmly, Mateusz. I don't know if the guys have anything else on that one.
I mean, I heard Sean mention it, but I didn't actually know what happened. So hearing you break it down like that, I mean, I think to your point, just to reiterate, like the guy's there. Like it's not like they've ever not told him, hey, step back on, give it a second. Like
yeah.
they didn't,
They literally, I'm pretty sure it's the same guy that weighed Charles Oliveira that didn't let him compete for the title.
Yeah.
Do you think the guy's fucking racist? Like,
I don't think they give Connor any.
Neither of those dudes are from the U.S.
No, I don't think they're giving Khamzat. They're not gonna like jip the rules on something like that. No, I don't.
He didn't have DC's magical towel, so I mean it's fine, bro. Stevens did miss weight by 5 pounds though. That's atrocious. That's atrocious. Josh Hogan is a damn court jester. He is. But if you know medieval times and you know the facts and the lore, court jesters were actually not as silly as a job as they seem. See, they were actually presented and brought forth to create chaos in a kingdom in which chaos very desperately needed it. I would say the UFC is a kingdom that needs some chaos right now. It's been pretty fucking boring for the last couple weeks, couple months, couple possible years. And I will tell you, the last 2 press conferences have been the best 2 press conferences I've seen in the last 5 to 10 years. So Josh Hogan was part of one of those. It is what it is, folks. I'm not a fan, but part of me appreciates what the fuck he's doing. I respect it. I don't know. Paul Varens versus Marco Huas, UFC 7, no weight classes. LOL, watch it. Varens is huge. Marco wins. You know what? That's fair. I've also played UFC 5 enough and done enough wonky matches where I've beaten Francis Ngannou with Henry Cejudo in that game. So it could happen. Did it look funny? Yes. Was Matt's response while he was playing as Francis Ngannou even funnier? Absolutely. It was the best. It was the only reaction that was better than me beating him at Mortal Kombat with Johnny Cage. Possibly, probably, definitely. With that being said, let's talk about the only other fight that I think might be more exciting than the main event. And it's crazy because these guys got 2 questions in their entirety at the press conference. I'm talking about Tatsuro Taira and Joshua Van, or as John Anik likes to call him, Joshua Van down by the river. I mean, just a great nickname. He's got to dub it. It's such a good nickname, bro. The new MK does look fire. I literally told Mary we're going to buy tickets for it tonight. So we're going to go see that this weekend. Probably Sunday, since there's not fights on Sunday, to my knowledge. Or is Risen on Sunday? I thought that was on tonight or tomorrow morning. Either way, I'm pouring up a shot because after that last fucking breakdown, it's like post-sex cigarette. You got to do something to kind of just reset the palate. You know what I'm saying, bro? It got real spicy talking about that one. I feel like we talked about it for half the fucking show.
You did.
So with that,
I think I came twice.
Whoa.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that for you.
Talk like that, bro. Jesus.
I love that for you.
It is a Friday. We'll lose today.
It's like an assassin. Just like an assassin. You never see Pip coming.
Jeez. I need to. Just like I need
that was good, huh? Off the fucking cusp for that ass.
I was just say I need more reboot time than Grand Theft Auto.
Just like an assassin. You never see Pip coming. It's a fact. Cheers, folks. If you're drinking, drink with us. If not, that's fine too. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, smash that bell for notifications. And if you do none of the above, that's fine too, you son of a bitch. Cheers.
So y'all are sick for real. Y'all are sick.
You almost made me do my first whiskey snot rocket on the show.
Oh, I had to pause before I sipped.
Yeah, definitely had to do a pause there.
Yeah, nasty.
Sean and Fatsot took over the whole pressure. Yeah. One of the Seans. The other one didn't even get a word in. Not even a single question. You know what? I got to ask this question. I was not going to do it, but someone had to comment it, so now I have to do it. No, this question's for you, and you specifically, because I know you're a big Sean fan. Not Strickland, to put it candidly. Sugar. do you think he's lost it a little bit? Or do you think it was just who he was on stage with? Because Sugar Sean being on a stage at a presser and not getting a single word said to him felt a bit weird.
Yeah.
Same with Diego Lopez, bro. Like, I mean, poor Diego was literally looking around for interviewers like, where are you? I'm so sorry. Like, they just wanted to talk to Jaji Boy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he did kind of derail it a couple times. I think the reality is with him, and the opportunity was had after they asked Sahabi a question, like, why not go to Suga, give him his opportunity to say something real quick, what do you have to say about your opponent or whatever. But I mean, I guess he did lose some aura, or I guess Ilya and Alex, dare I say, even Josh Hokett, I think they were frame hogging, they were look maxing, if you will. They just took over. I mean, Sean was basically sitting there. I think, but to your point, like it wasn't a proper press conference, and I think unfortunately the Hokett show kind of just derailed the whole thing. Ilya throwing shit at him, and just like, and then even when Alex stood up and just his little chama. I mean, there was definitely some good moments there, but
he said chama. He speaks English.
Chama's mama. And then,
I'm gonna chama your mama.
This guy's crazy, man. This guy's crazy.
I love that you put on your best clavicular impression to explain that and break that down.
That's basically what happened. I'm trying to talk to the younger demographic, here, if you will. He gets frame hogging for sure. Unfortunately, he got frame hogged hard. But,
breaking news: Strickland or Sugar Sean O'Malley begins hitting his jawline with a hammer to look better.
Hashtag.
Oh man! All right, guys, let's jump into it. Joshua Van, Tatsuro Taira, Nano. I'm coming to you first, and then I'm tagging the fuck in before Pip takes all the rest of the meat off the bone. How do you see this one playing out, brother? Like, Joshua Van competed in one of the fights of the year the fight of the year last year. I happen to be lucky enough to be there. It was one of the coolest fights I've ever seen in person. And it was just absolutely insane, start to finish. I don't need to tell you guys that. You saw it too. But standing across from him is somebody very different. Like Khabib said himself, there's another place, Japan. And that's where this guy's from. And every time he fights, I go and I look myself in the mirror as soon as the fight's over, and I just can't help but say, I'm happy to go! It's just a fact. It stands true every time. So with that being said, do you think at the end of the fight, Tatsuro Taira will be happy, thank you? Or do you think the man in the nicest tailored suit will be yelling and steal at the end of the fight?
The man repping Myanmar, Mr. Fearless. I think it's going to be and still come Saturday night. I'm a big Joshua Van fan. That's a tough one to say. But listen, man, didn't mean to rhyme there again. I'm excited about this one. I am happy, thank you, for the opportunity for Tatsuro to get in there and square off both these guys. And let this sink in real quick. I can't remember the last time this has happened, but 24-year-old champion is fighting a 26-year-old contender. Brother, we will see this fight again. This is not the last time you will see Tatsuro versus Joshua Van. Man by the river. I just think he's good, man. I haven't seen any blemishes yet, and I'm just going to stick to the MMA math on this one, y'all, okay? Well, what Joshua Van did to Brandon Royval, MMAnomaly. You saw in person, okay? Wait, thank you for the comment there as well. Top tier. Clavicular to Josh Hokett, real quick there. Quick switch up. And shout out Grimy.
Man went from looks maxing to creating nursery rhymes like that. That's impressive.
Thank you all. Just in my flow state right now. It's the Friday vibes. And then Slim Shady Olin. Shout out Grimy with the comments. Yeah, man. I mean, listen, this is a fun one. Both these guys are under 26, 27 years old. So 24 versus 26. Like, I love that. We're going to see these guys run it back. And these guys are going to continue to be at the top of the division for a long time. I just like what I've seen from Joshua Van. And look no further than the dominant win and the dismantling, as I used recently, over a Brandon Royval. That's that same person, Brandon Royval, served Tatsuro Taira's one blemish in his MMA career. So I'm just sticking to the MMA math. Can't wait to hear you both break down how y'all see this one going. I'm going to get my popcorn ready, metaphorically here. MMAnomaly, Give us a no filter. How you seeing this one?
Oh, man.
Thank you.
I am happy, thank you. And I'm happy with your breakdown. I understand. I get it. I mean, just as Joe Rogan said.
I understand.
You know what I'm saying? But with all that being said, all that to say, you're saying the man from Myanmar is going to win a bonus big enough to buy a new car. But I'm saying the man from Japan is going to be the last one to stand. Okay, brother? Let's go! Oh, man. When it comes to the feet, Josh Van is very, very sweet. But when it comes to the ground, Taira is going to take him to town, Nano. And let me tell you why, brother. Let me tell you why. Like, make no mistake about it. I'm not here to bash on Van, right? Joshua Van down by the river. He is well-rounded. He's the champ for a reason. He's got crisp boxing, ridiculous fucking pressure, and he can dictate the range like a fucking surgeon can dictate a precision cut. Brother, like, come on. He strikes like he's using a heated scalpel in there, brother. It is precise. It is clean. It is crisp. But Taira's the guy I'm riding with here. And I'll tell you why. This Japanese monster is a grappling surgeon. Okay, brother? What this opposition has in scalpels on the feet, he's got it on the ground. And he's got slick entries, vicious top control, and he finishes fights, bro. And here's one more for you. It doesn't matter if it doesn't go to the ground, bro. Does he have 44% of his total wins in his professional career come by way of submission? Yeah. That's more often than not. But 33% of them come by way of knockout. And 22% of them come by way of decision. Which, to me, means he can get it done pretty much anywhere it fucking goes. And then if you want to talk about the only people he's lost to, yeah, he lost to Brandon Royval. I'm here to tell you. You said it, Nano. Royval lost to Josh Van. I have a video of Big Ron Pellegrino, Big Ron Betts, as you know him on YouTube, John Anik's friend. And you can literally hear, while I'm recording that fight, live in the stands, in the last 7.5 seconds of that fight, you can hear Big Ron Pellegrino's voice, just barely in the video, say, fuck, he just lost that fight in the last 7 seconds. Because make no mistake, if that knockdown doesn't happen in the 7 seconds before the end of that fight, Royval wins. He wins that fight. It was a fight IQ mistake. It was a lapse in judgment mistake from Brandon Royval. It was not a I'm the fucking man, I'm Timothée Chalamet moment for Josh Van down by the river. No. It can be both, but I simply don't think it was. I think he won that fight off of the piggybacking of a mistake from Brandon Royval. Was he the better man on the night? Absolutely. Does he have that dog in him? Absolutely. But does Taira have that dog in him? Fuck yeah. He's coming off smoking Brandon fucking Moreno, brother. He told that man to get out of the gym, go home, and build some fucking Legos. I mean, and I say that as a Moreno fan, kid. Like, Van's got the tools, but Taira's chain wrestling and pace, I think, is just going to expose the one area where the champ can get a little predictable here. I think Taira is going to weather an early boxing storm. I think he's going to start to mix the martial arts, dare I say, change the levels, drag it to the mat, and I think he's either going to grind out a dominant decision win, fairly dominant, or he's going to get a sub in the first or second round. With that being said, Pip, talk to me, brother. Am I crazy? Is Nano crazy? Who's sipping the right juice here?
Yeah, so I'll tell you this, to add to your point as well, talking about the Royval, I mean, even Joshua Van and Royval was a very close fight. It was a very similar thing where he got the knockdown at the end of the round, which kind of won Van the fight in that fight. So it was very competitive both ways. But at the end of it, Olin, you already know who I'm rocking with, and I think we're getting and still, baby. I think we're getting and still. And I cannot wait for this matchup. I think it's one of my
I'm happy, thank you! I'm happy, thank you! I'm happy, thank you!
You're muted, brother.
That was a joke, obviously. Pip, continue your breakdown. But I got to tell you, both of you guys picking against me makes me so angry. I could just... you know what I'm saying, bro? I mean...
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We should have told you before.
My bad, guys. I'm picking Taira. Tatsuro. No, I'm just playing. Joshua Van. I mean, he is defending his belt for the first time. He has looked fantastic. He's an elite boxer, solid.
Did
jab,
you say
check
fantastic?
hooks. Yeah, I did. I meant to do that, and I meant to do that.
That's incredible. That was incredible.
Just how he drew it up.
I'm not mad at it. It was a compliment.
I mean, it did flow so natural. I was like, did I catch that? I was like, oh.
He's fantastic. He certainly is.
I'm trying to get together
today. We're all
trying to get together. Yes, fantastic Van. Elite boxer, solid jab. I mean, he's got good check hooks, nice pullback counters. He does a lot of work to the body, and he's very precise. To kind of add to some more stats for Joshua Van, I mean, 8.84 significant strikes per minute. That's almost a significant strike every 10 seconds. He's got solid fundamentals, stalks opponents, and attacks just from the outside of range. He keeps everything really tight, doesn't telegraph much because of it. High output, he builds pressure, he wears you down, he thrives in those pocket exchanges, mixes the shot selection nice, and has really fast combinations. And the takedown defense as well is a very strong attribute, especially in flyweight. He's got 81% takedown defense. He's a solid defensive grappler who shuts down entries, escapes positions and submissions, and he can mix his own takedowns as well. And against Taira, I mean, yes, he is an elite grappler. He's on a 2-fight win streak, fighting for UFC gold for the first time. He's got a really strong blast double, good chain wrestling, and he turns bad shots more into these defensive moments, into top positions with scrambles, reversals, and he can keep that pace throughout the entire fight. I mean, Taira, he's got dominant control. I mean, he isolates limbs, controls the heads. He's got fluid transitions between half guard, mount, even a solid body triangle. He shuts down most attempts to escape. He's got heavy ground and pound, hard elbows, and strikes from the top. And he often sets that up by controlling the hands or the wrist. And don't forget, like you mentioned, he's got a big submission threat. I mean, high-level mounted triangles, rear naked chokes, arm bars, guillotines, neck cranks. I mean, the list goes on and on. He's just a high-level grappler and a high-level submission threat as well. And I mean, with all that being said, I think I'm leaning towards Van here. I think Taira's game is heavily built around the grappling fight, and we've seen people with good takedown defense make him work a little bit harder than he needs to. And the other thing that I do have is if he can't land those takedowns, yes, he does get knockouts, but I think he's more of he's got to find the shot. I think he's a very low output fighter, and I think that can be a big issue if he ends up fighting Van. I think if Van's able to stuff the takedowns, keep the fight on the feet, find a home specifically for that straight hand.
A little snake in the grass.
Specifically with the straight hand, and engage in the pocket and land harder more frequently. So give me Joshua Van by unanimous decision. But Uncle Olin, tell me if you think I'm wrong somewhere.
I mean, all the things that you laid out are pretty logical, but I still got to go with my heart on this one. I still got to go with my guns on this one. I'm going Tatsuro Taira, bro. I'm happy. Thank you. I'm not fucking moving, bro. Sean Moody said, I could make the press conference chaos as I'm the Moody man. I believe it. Mateusz says Ilya versus Hokit now. Yeah, fucking book it, bro. Taira's smaller than Royval. Van's going to break his foot off in Van's ass. Also says Mateusz. Grimy84 says they should do a no weight class $1 million tournament. I'm not mad at that. Mateusz agrees. They need an absolute division like BJJ tournaments, says Mateusz. I agree. That'd be very fun, bro. Former champs and champs only. Let's go, Mateusz. Hey, cheers, Jimbo's old lady. We're going to do another one very soon for you. Or special case shit. Yeah. I mean, I think there should be open weight bouts or open weight challenges available. Pip's old lady sees him coming.
She do.
Hoyt versus Ilya. Hokit versus Ilya immediately. Oh, Sally. I think O'Malley is really high and it's just flying by him. That's probably a fair assessment.
That could definitely be going on too.
Where did Brady's cut on the nose come from?
Oh, I didn't see that.
Maybe from the KO he received years ago from Bilal Muhammad. That's good. He didn't get no love. IFF gave him everything. Fabricated star, Chama, Ilya, Gaethje, etc. The real stars start without Dana. I agree, Juice Man. I agree. Lazy Bet said Sean never had charisma. The mic skills of Helen Keller. Cold truths. Oh man, that's tough, but it's hard to disagree with. Grimy said Juice got an O'Malley shirt he wears every Saturday. He said never, Holmes.
Holmes.
I'm glad Armand gets a backup shot. Actually, breaking news, folks. Breaking news here. That's right, breaking news. Josh Hogan is the official stand-in fighter for Justin Gaethje versus Ilya Topuria now. It's no longer Armand Tsarukyan. It's Josh Hogan.
Nice.
He's fighting in the heavyweight division that he's standing in, just in case. That's the rumor mill's pumping out. Fucking Nano spitting rhymes, bro.
Hell yeah.
Turned into Slim Shady, as Grimy said.
We all did that.
Lazy Bet pointed out a great fact here. First time two people born in the 2000s have contended for a UFC title. Also, first time two Asian-born males are in a title fight together.
I love that.
It's pretty incredible. In the UFC, Asians been fighting each other forever. Yeah, but not for titles, Grimy.
Well, yeah, well said.
For a UFC title, this is the first time, though. The fact still stands. Josh Van used to have the American flag next to his name. They're doing what they always do to capture a new country fan base. Yeah, I agree with that. Van's no different than Marty from Nebraska. Ooh, tough. Born in Myanmar, fighting by way of Houston, Texas. That's right, Lazy Bed. Oh man, still a civil war going on over there. I think. Yeah, his family fled the war, as Lazy Bed pointed out. Taira W, let's go, Tyler Betts. I was wondering when the fuck you were going to show up. I needed some backup here, bro. Felt like the tie was against me. Lazy, they switched where he was born as soon as he started getting closer to the title. Yeah, they really did. I literally remember it used to say he was born in the USA, but hey, do what you got to do, said Juice, man. You're not wrong, Juice. Gotta love corporations, Juice, says Grimy, and I couldn't agree more. Hey, Grimy, brother. This is why I keep saying I'm going to buy you a drink when we meet in person, brother. You're the homie. You're the homie, bro. Please always be here for the lives. I need this. I need this reassurance a little bit.
He needs the support.
Juice Man, this is important. Juice Man says, I have a good eye for BS, LOL. Trust me. That's how I catch the fake Mexicans like Carl Rosas Jr. Oh, man. That's good. That is good. You know, fake Mexicans, stolen valor. Oh, man. Are we talking about Malibu Fitness right now? Shout out O'Sally girl, though. She really from the Beaner Town. Jesus Christ. These comments are wild, dude. Oh,
it's a
man.
Friday for sure.
My religion is Van's witness, baby. All right, let's go, Lethal.
Van's witness is crazy.
I mean, to you, brother. Taira by sub or decision. I like that. I like that a lot. I am happy. Thank you.
I'm happy, thank you!
Let's go. I'll do it again.
I'm happy, thank you!
You know what I'm saying? We have to do two of them. Over 1.5 is a good bet on Taira fight. Ed starts round 3. Oh, those are probably pretty solid. What are those actually? Let's see. Should we check those out?
Let's.
Taira. I've already got a bet on Taira. Ooh, I like this one. So every now and then betonline.ag, shout out betonline.ag, our trusted sports book that we use more often than not. They sometimes do these kind of already put together parlays that I really, really enjoy. I'm going to smash this one. It's plus 375. It's Tatsuro Taira to get more significant strikes, takedowns, and win inside the distance. I like that one. You put a fifth of a unit on it. If you got $50 units, that's $37.50 back in pure profit. I like this one. I'm going to actually go ahead and do a half unit on it. If your units, again, are $50, you put 25 on it, you get $93.75 back in pure profit. If your units are $5, you put $2.50 on it, you get $9.38 back in pure profit. So I think this one makes a lot of sense. I know you don't like this, brother. Inshallah, he's going to smash your boy, as my guy Khabib once said. But I digress. Let's go ahead and move into the next one, boys. we have a heavyweight bout between Alexander Volkov and Waldo Cortes-Acosta on this one. I'm going to keep it very short and sweet for this. I'll be honest with you. Before I jump in, though, we got Useless in the chat. More like Useful, though, am I right? Sean knows how to sell a fight. Most views for the UFC in a while.
Khamzat,
I mean, Khamzat couldn't even finish inside the distance. That's what I think is going to happen. I've got a bet on Khamzat by knockout and a bet on him by submission because those were much juicier odds than inside the distance. So let's fucking go. And our boy S-Dogs MMA just sparked the Fook up, so
let's go. Let's go. Ooh, the Jetty, I see you.
You know, we got to do the same thing, brother. Jetty and forgetty, as I like to say. You know what I'm saying? Maybe with just weed and water. Weed, water, and ice. Starling, big dog, my guy. Yo, Khamzat didn't make weight. I don't care what anyone says. Juice man.
Ooh, juice.
We just talked about it.
Oh, my God.
He weighed in at 185.
MMAnomaly over there. What's going on?
Come on now. It's a brand new one and it's fully charged. It was a good hit.
A little bit of a doozy,
with that being said, the juice is loose here. Juice, tell us, brother. Tell us how you really feel. Tell us why you feel this way. Come on. Also, do you not believe that they weigh them in the back behind? Because that's the rumor that I've heard from a lot of top level MMA guys, including John Anik, is that they do a kind of original weigh-in before they come out on the stage, and that's why they're rushing through it on stage as well. Grimes, S-Dog, Juice, everyone's chatting in the chat. Love to fucking see it.
Hell
the coolest thing from Myanmar is lethal weight. Brother, if anybody argues with you on that, they're not educated on lethal weight. I will just 100% back you on that. Lethal weight is nasty. I agree, Grammy. I mean, it's Muay Thai with headbutts. Come on. It's Muay Thai with headbutts, and instead of using gloves, they tie rope around their hands. It's fucking disgusting.
That shit is nasty.
It's fucking nasty. Like, you fucking clench, just fucking headbutt someone into oblivion. It's nasty. Give Tatsuro 1 year, and he's gonna lock up English. Oh, facts, bro. Facts. You saw how they went from green at the club to van and church? Dude, that was so fucking funny. That was certainly a choice. Going from the strip club that he just opened to a homie in a church is decisions were made by the marketing staff there. Cross told me he's taking an Asian girl out on a date tonight. Depending on how it goes, is how he's going to pick. Let's fucking go.
Okay, Cross. It's a bold strategy. Good
luck, Cross. Good luck, Cross. Bring it home, brother. Lock it up. Lock that up and then lock the bet up, kid. Smoking an infused PRJ. Let's go.
Hey.
Asian baddies. Cross got to catch them all. Yeah, I mean, he is the Ash Ketchum of mating. That's for sure. Cross eating sushi. Fucking Christ. Crossbreeding the next Tiger Woods is incredible. Taira sounds like the shitty walk guy from South Park. Not the shitty chicken. Not the shitty chicken.
Shitty walk.
Welcome to Shitty Walk. Oh, okay. As I stated, I'm going to keep it very short and sweet on this one. Look, Alexander Volkov, he's nasty. His name's Drago for a reason. He brings a lot of power, a lot of skill into the octagon, but he's 39-11. It really depends on what version of him shows up. And here lately, the only version of Waldo Cortes-Acosta that shows up is the salsa boy. And that salsa is going to get in your eye. It's going to fucking just make you hate life. And it's going to fucking annoy you until you are waking up with the bright lights on your head. So I think Waldo Cortes-Acosta inside the distance. I like this one. I like him as a bit of a dog in this one. And I mean, I don't know, dude. This is my dog of the week. I think he's the better fighter. I think he's going to get it done. So give me Salsa Boy over Drago in this one. Pip, what do you think?
Real quick, I didn't know Volkov or Waldo's the dog. He's the dog here. What are the odds on it?
He's the dog here. The odds on it currently are... let's see. Cortes-Acosta is plus 124.
Okay. This was...
So you put 50 on him, you get 62 back in profit. 112 back.
I almost have to bet on Waldo just because of it. Now, I'm going to say that I think Volkov is going to win, but this is a very tough fight for me to actually decide who I thought was going to take this one. But yeah, into the heavyweight division, Alexander Volkov, he's coming off a win against Jailton Almeida. He's very long. I mean, very heavyweight. Waldo's the best bet on this card, in my opinion. There really is, Lethal. There really is. I could really see Waldo getting it done, and it would not surprise me. I'm going to pick Volkov here, and I'll tell you why, but he's an extremely technical striker. He fights at range. He has really clean combos, straight shots, nasty body kicks, and he doesn't rush. I mean, he's fine with a 15-minute kickboxing fight. He does better at range. He can definitely struggle against someone who can get in the pocket and make this more of a brawl. And now Waldo can do that. That's what made it so tough for me to decide. I mean, he brings a lot of pressure, a lot of activity. He's got effective boxing, clean jabs, looping shots, and lunging shots. If he does end up kind of on the ground, he does have some nasty ground and pound as well. And he's got the cardio to hold up for his style. But like I said, my pick is Volkov. I think he's much more of the technical striker here. He's got good distance management. I could see him stabbing the belly of Waldo. I just shot across the text and told him we were expecting the next Tiger Woods out of his date. No pressure. No pressure, Cross. No pressure. But I could see him just, striking from the outside, attacking the legs, and Waldo isn't exactly known for checking the leg kicks as well. So I think he outscores him on the scorecards. I'm learning as well from Uncle Olin here when you say that these big boys are not, they're going to be out, they're going to go the distance. It's not going to be a quick fight. I'm going to go with this fight goes all 3 rounds, but give me Volkov by unanimous decision, although this is a really tough one for me to pick. But Nano, break the tide here. Who you got?
Before Nano breaks the tide, I got to tell you, if you're leaning towards betting here, Pip, if you like the over, you can get the over at even juicier odds than you can get Cortes-Acosta. Plus 189.
I might do it.
For the over 2.5 rounds.
Yep.
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, this is a fun matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Curious to hear how y'all feel about it going into this one. Looks like Lethal Sugar got Volkov being overwhelmed by a Waldo, actually, even though he's much more tenured. And, just equally surprised as well, Lethal, looking at the odds. Great to have you in there, chiming in. Again, let us all know how y'all are feeling. Grimy, almost every other fight, both fighters have a path. You're absolutely right. Multiple paths at that. That's why this freaking card is so stacked. They're so gosh darn good. I mean, we're an hour in. We haven't even gotten out of the main card yet, y'all. So bear with us.
That's when you know it's good.
Be a doozy. It's gonna be a doozy.
We're 3 fights in.
Jeez. Okay. I'm going with Waldo. And that's probably against my better judgment. I think, Pip, like, you're absolutely right. When it comes to the most likely scenario, it's going to be Volkov using that. I just think of like the fight against Gon, where like it was so close, he almost potentially beat him, and it's just because he's so gosh darn durable, he's so long, and he's talented, and at least has an answer if it were to be any sort of situation. Or I think I like to say it's like Waldo isn't going to have anything that Alexander Volkov has not already seen in this division, in this UFC octagon. So I'm just relying on the younger, the more active fighter, like MMAnomaly was saying. He looks shredded as well. Looks like he's in really good shape right now. I think everything's trending in that direction. And if you're getting him at underdog odds, I'm okay eating my words next week, taking him as an underdog. But I'm going to take the kind of more exciting fighter, hopefully trending in the right direction and continuing to climb that ladder. Give me Waldo. Give me the salsa boy. Team salsa.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned how good he looked too. Like he's in the best shape he's ever been in the heavyweight division. Like he damn near has abs at 265 pounds. The guy's a monster of a build. And yeah, I like him. I like him just straight. Like straight betting, I put a unit on him, and then I candidly put a half unit on him in a parlay. I got Waldo Cortes-Acosta, Tatsuro Taira, and Khamzat Chimaev, and I got that at, let's see, what were the odds on that one? Yeah, I put a half unit on that to get almost 2 units back. So not bad. Like plus 300 or plus 300 some change odds. So happy with that one. Let's see what LazyBet said here. Got to go with Volkov by decision here. Waldo's strength of schedule ain't what it's cracked up to be. Grimy says Volkov should be getting his title shot though. Fair. Any thoughts on Dubois versus Wardley? Not a ton. I think Dubois is probably going to win, but it's tough to say. It depends on what version of him shows up. Ty, you ever watch BKB Triangle Ring? Bare knuckle boxing is a lot of fun, man. Bare knuckle boxing is a lot of fun. Speaking of a lot of fun, I don't know how much fun this next fight's going to be. It's a 50-50 coin flip, if I'm being honest, boys. Like, it's either going to be extremely exciting or extremely grindy. With that being said, we got Sean Brady in the welterweight division coming in against Joaquin Buckley. And yeah, this is just a weird one. Pip, take some meat off the bone for us, brother. What are you thinking?
Yeah, it really is. And honestly, it's a really good matchup. I mean, both of these guys are looking to get back in the win column. And stylistically, it's a really interesting fight. I mean, Sean Brady, he's coming off that KO loss to Michael Morales. But overall, he's still one of the better grapplers in the division. I mean, he's a really dangerous pressure fighter. And what makes Brady so effective is that he just doesn't rely on the athleticism or brute strength. And he definitely has both. But his game is built around pressure, control, and just constantly forcing opponents into bad positions. He's compact, he's strong, he has an elite level BJJ, and it's a black belt under the Gracie lineage. But once he closes that distance and he gets into the clinch or on top, I mean, he becomes suffocating. And a lot of Brady's success comes from how he attacks out of half guard. He'll establish that kind of, heavy cross-face pressure, flatten you out, and then he starts layering the threats on top of that. I mean, he can attack the Kimura, threaten the guillotine, transition to mounted guillotine attempts, or pass guard, or just unload ground and pound. And that's what makes him so dangerous. He creates constant dilemmas. The momentum, the moment you defend one thing, you kind of just expose yourself to something else. A lot of fighters use half guard as more of a transitional position, but Brady turns it into an offensive weapon. His pressure, grip strength, and positional awareness makes him exhausting to deal with. Now, the concern with Brady has always been the striking. I mean, it's functional. It's good enough to close the distance, set up entries, and defend himself, but it's still the weakest part of his game. And man, Buckley presents some scary problems. He's explosive. He's much more calculated as of late, times his shots better, and comes out with a lot of heat behind it. He's creative, fast, and athletic, and he can close that distance within the blink of an eye, land powerful hooks, straights down the middle, and he mixes up the body work as well. And we've seen Brady struggle against these cleaner strikers who can maintain the range, pick shots. He struggled with, when we saw that against Bilal Muhammad, we saw that against Michael Morales, where he got caught both times on the feet. So this fight really comes down to whether Brady can, constantly close the distance, force the grappling game, because if he gets his hands on you and starts building pressure, he's one of the hardest guys in the division to deal with. And that's honestly how I see this fight going. My heart wants to say Buckley KO, and it's going to be in round 1. But if I'm going gun to my head, I'm leaning with Sean Brady. I think he's got more ways to do it. He can control Buckley against the cage. We've seen it before. He can land takedowns, uses elite level grappling to submit Buckley in round 3. So I'm going to go with that with the Kimura. But give me, Sean Brady, Kimura, round 3. But Nano, what you got?
Ooh, I like it. And I'm right there with you. I think it's been enough time for Sean Brady after that loss to a Michael Morales who just looks like a freaking monster and is obviously trending the right direction. But this kid's still tough as nails, and Sean Brady, and I think he does have the right skill set to go out there and get it done. I do like Joaquin Buckley. I'm really excited about this matchup. It's kind of just sneakily on this, what feels like a low-key stacked card for sure. But yeah, I think you kind of hit the nail on the head. Like, Joaquin Buckley's an exciting fighter, and he can definitely always potentially find that special moment or have that one punch knockout and really, or just, hey, change it up completely in terms of the dynamics of the fight. But Sean Brady's just trending the right direction outside of that loss, right? But I think it's just how he looks, his skill set. I think and if he gets Buckley down, like, he's probably going to find a way to submit him. I think of that matchup with Leon Edwards, it's probably going to look closer to that as opposed to, again, his last outing here about 6 months ago. So whether it's a guillotine or a Kimura, one of the ones you mentioned, Pip, I think it's going to be some submission. I don't think the judges will be needed here. But Buckley is tough. I mean, he's tough as nails. You never know. Maybe I should give him more credit. Definitely maybe save Brady by decision. I think you're getting slightly favorited right now. So not the best odds. So if you're going to gamble, go big or go home. Chase that submission. That's my advice. MMAnomaly. I mean, is that rounded out? Did we miss anything?
Yeah, I mean, I like everything you guys said, if I'm being completely candid. I agree with everything you said about Sean Brady. He is an absolutely ruthless opponent. He's a grappling machine, elite level wrestling, smothering top game. And he's got dangerous submissions, too, that he threatens. He's a nightmare on the mat. But Buckley is an athletic freak. He's got explosive power. He's got a solid amount of wins built up outside of the last loss to Kamaru Usman, obviously. I think it was on a 6 straight win streak before that, with finishes over Stephen Thompson, Colby Covington, Vicente Luque, the list goes on. He's got that dog in him. He's got speed. He's got one-punch KO power, has a knockout of the year, and Brady's chin has been tested before. When guys are able to stuff his wrestling and make it a kickboxing match, even if it's a wrestler that's doing this to him in Bilal Muhammad, he gets knocked out. So I worry if he's not able to sink a takedown early in round 1 or 2, what happens to this fight? I got to lean towards Joaquin Buckley for that reason alone. I'm taking the explosiveness. I'm taking him at dog odds. I just think that he's the better guy here. It is going to be a close fight. I do see paths to victory for Sean Brady, as I alluded to. I don't think this is one-way traffic any way you slice it up. But I'd also be a little crazy if I wasn't going to put at least a half unit on Joaquin Buckley at plus 142. If he goes out here and gets a fashionable win, a noteworthy win, it's probably be the last time we get him at dog odds for some time, boys. So I'm trying to take advantage of that. In the same vein, if Sean Brady goes out there and wins, I'm going to feel like a real idiot for not betting on him at minus 162, because this will probably be the best odds we'll get him at for a while, too. With that being said, before we move into the next fight, jump into the chats. Lazy Bet says, BKB is fun, the old Triller Triad. John Dong, what are you guys' thoughts on people who say Imavov should have gotten the shot over Strickland? I agree, but Imavov's not a good talker, and Strickland is. And, shit talks, money walks.
That's exactly it. The Sean is able to sell a fight, and Chimaev is not. But granted, I do think Chimaev should have got the shot, 100%.
Anyone else thinks out of the UFC roster that Josh Hokett should be one of the names out of the 10 people on the UFC card at the White House? No. But he's a great talker. And even if he's not a great talker, he talks enough to make people listen. And because of that, he has more followers currently on Instagram than the current light heavyweight champion, who is a good-looking guy that used to be a male stripper. So that should tell you a lot.
Wow.
I think, and I'm just quoting him here, I think he himself, Josh Hokett, retweeted that tweet showing that he has more followers than the former male stripper, and said, I guess retarded sells better than sexy. So he's not wrong. He's not wrong. At least one of them gets you to pay attention more than the other. I want to go to an event soon, says Grimy. Me too, bro. It's been too fucking long. Someone going night with Green Stevens. Oh, we're definitely going to get into that. And I agree with you. Yo, John. Juice. What is Stevens KO round 1? Might be worth a sprinkle, but I'm going with Green. I wasn't bullish enough to bet on round 1 because for whatever reason, again, betonline.ag, love you guys, but some of the odds are super fucking wonky and weird. I get better odds on them at money line than I do first round knockout or inside the distance. So I'm just taking a money line plus 325, I think it was. 345, sorry. Yeah, I threw a half unit on Stevens at money line plus 345. Not sure if I have or not. Is it as good as BKFC? I like Green Decision, says Tyler Betts. Okay. Thank you. Check it out. It's as good as BKFC. The ring is a tiny triangle, so you can't really circle. That's why I like BKB. Bare knuckle boxing is sick for that reason. Popcorn type shit. Yeah. Random food for thought. I love this comment from Lazy Bet. Sean Brady is 8-0 in the UFC when he secures at least one takedown. He's also 3-0 against UFC level southpaws like Buckley. That's a great stat,
Lazy.
Damn.
It's a great stat. Just like I said, holy buckets. What a stat. Check it out. I've been lacking on BAKFC 2. Useless. Bringing up, Hokett told Ilya you shouldn't find your wife in Miami, and Ilya threw a bottle at him. Yeah, it was great. He also said he was going to chama Pereira's mama. That was fun, too. Hokett ain't wrong, though. He's not. I was born in Florida. I was born in Fort Lauderdale. I can tell you that. You know that. Come on, man. Juice Man. Useless. What you know about wives? Your girl was for the team. Oh, brother. Don't do that to Useless. We all threw bottles at Useless's wife. Dang, Tyler. Like that? Juice has a rat baby. Wow, it's getting crazy in here. Terry for real. Only way Brady gets him down is if he gets Buckley back to the cage. His takedowns in the open are not good, and Buckley's movement is elite. Think Buckley puts him out in 2 or 3. Buckley only gets better as the fight goes. This right here, Tari for real. My guy, I don't know if I've seen you in here before, but brother, welcome to the stream. We appreciate you being here. We appreciate the comment even more and the insight. this is something I actually meant to bring up in my breakdown. Like, when we've seen Buckley fail, like against Kamaru Usman, right? It's a skilled takedown. It's a finessed takedown. It's not a power takedown. You got taken down by a guy with no knees. That's all finesse. That's all skill. Sean Brady is good. He's got good skill, but he's not got great textbook skill. He does power his way into a lot of takedowns, and that's why he needs the cage side to end up securing those. Takedowns to the open, he's not able to drive through efficiently. He ends up putting his head on the wrong side sometimes, dependent on whether he's going for a single or a double leg, which is pretty amateur hour stuff. I've seen it happen in multiple fights in the UFC for Sean Brady. So that's my concern in this fight. I don't think that he's going to be able to get him down because Buckley's smart. He's going to move outside. He's going to stay away. He's going to cut corners, cut angles, not allow his opponent to cut angles on him. He's going to make him chase him. He's going to stay on his bike. So I like my pick even more after that. Useless. Your insults are childish. My insults, I pulled the facts when you begged for answers to why your girl wouldn't answer the calls and hide your location. My God, what is happening in the chat right now?
Some heat being thrown.
Juice.
Olin, did you call him Tom Brady? No, I said Sean Brady, right? Did I just do a Chael Sonnen right now? No, I said Josh Hogan, not John. I didn't call him John. Tom Brady. Tom Brady. He's the greatest takedown artist in the middleweight division. He also has one hell of a shotgun pass. Bro, it's possible Sean makes it out of the first round. And if he does, things might start to change. You know, I agree. But I genuinely think the longer the fight goes, I agree with our newcomer to the chat here, Tari for real.
Tari.
My guy Buck gets better throughout the fight. He's like a Dustin Poirier. He becomes more sniper-like as the fight goes on. I was away from my screen and Rat Baby nearly made me spit my drink.
Oh, with you, lazy.
Man. Oh, man.
That'll do it.
That's funny. That's good. With that being said, let's go ahead and move to the next fight. Oh, did you have something else for that one?
I was going to say, just to add to that point about Buckley, he definitely has a shot. I mean, even when you look at the third round of Usman versus Buckley, he was finding his shots. He was stuffing the takedowns, right? He had moments. He was looking really good. Sean Brady is a high-level jiu-jitsu guy. Not the greatest entries on the takedowns. But I'm leaning with Sean, but I could definitely see a way for Buckley to even get the KO sometime early.
I see it coming in round 2, if I'm being honest. I'm not going to put a specific round on it, though. I'm just going to bet him inside, or just money line. With that being said, like I say, let's move into a lightweight, just catastrophic fight, in my opinion. We got Jeremy Stephens, a man who I've been watching since I was a fucking teenager in the UFC, I think. And I mean, he's been let go. He's been brought back. He's been let go. He's been brought back. He says some stuff. He gets let go. He gets brought back. He's back. He said some stuff. I can't imagine if he loses, he's not going to get let go again. But I'm here for it, boys and girls. I'm fucking here for it. Pip, I know you know that I know you know what you know, Jeremy Stephens said. He's talking about that fighter pay, bro. He's talking about how Dana used to just shove me the Dana duffel bag after a fight. Now I get paid by a guy I've never met who I don't even know his name. I miss how personal it used to be. I miss the structure we used to have. I like what Jeremy's saying, bro. I'm not mad at it. I like Jeremy a lot. Like,
he's speaking the truth.
He always does. That's why he gets fired. We're having worked in corporate America for 8.5 fucking years. Let me tell you, I have learned very, very quickly. You can't always say the things on your mind, even if they're 100% factual. Some people don't like the truth. Dana White's one of those guys. He doesn't like it. He does not like the truth. You saw him on Charlemagne, right? They literally asked him if he thinks being a boss of a major company or a conglomerate helped him get away with slapping his wife. And he's like, no, I don't think that made any difference. And even Charlemagne was like, come on, man. Come on. Like, Dana does not like the truth, boys. This is a fact. We know this. You know this, man. You can't handle the truth. Pip. Come on, bro. Come on. Like Jack Nicholson said it fucking best. Boys, like, this fight is just going to be absolute fucking bonkers from the start. I'm going to pass it to Nano first. I am pouring another shot because this might be the last time we see not one of these guys, but both of these guys inside of the octagon. I genuinely think it's going to be the last time we see Jeremy Stephens after the comments this week. Whether he wins, loses, or draws. And for King Bobby Gray, he just opened a successful business establishment, man. Just opened a script club. Come on now. Dollar bills, y'all.
He's got that
You don't
yacht
need that
money
UFC
now.
money. You got that yacht money, bro. He's buying a Lamborghini yacht. I heard. That's what I heard. I think Conor McGregor, is the guy that hit him up and said, hey,
I can make you rich.
let's open a strip club, brother. So they did that, they did. And the strippers were apparently having a tough time holding on to the poles. The grip strength wasn't there. You know what they did, Pip?
Send him 2-3 years Dagestan and forget.
Now they're the strongest strippers in the land. King knows what he's doing, bro. He's a savant of types. So, folks, cheers to you. We're doing one more. More than one more. Let's just call it. But it is what it is. So, cheers. If you're drinking, drink with us. If not, that's fine too. But more than anything, let us know how you see this fight going. You got King Bobby Green or you got Jeremy the Little Heathen Stevens, a.k.a. who the fuck is that guy? Cheers, folks.
Cheers.
Let's get it.
Chaser. 1 second.
Yeah, you
Grimy
know who I
says
am.
strippers are fun.
Oh.
I've heard. I've actually only
good
been to a
things.
strip club one time in my life. And it was during a work shift. I was on lunch. And all the guys at Yelp, Nano, you know what's up? They were talking about the strip club right there at 2 blocks from the office and how they had great fried chicken. So that was my only strip club experience. And I will tell you, having grown up in Louisiana, which, we make some pretty banging fried chicken, the fried chicken was pretty fire.
I was gonna say, why do I feel like a strip club fried chicken would be like spectacular?
There's two things to it. So this place is only open Thursdays and Fridays. Like it's not open Monday through Wednesday, and it's a.
I love that you remember the exact place.
It's a.
He knows the
That I'm referring
hours
to.
to this motherfucker.
I still work in the area.
Nono's working in SF again. My guy, I feel like, has probably been recently for the fried chicken.
I mean, let
finger
me
licking
explain.
good.
Let me explain. It is finger licking good. It is catered buffet style, so it's all you could eat. Catered like trays, everything, and it is like fried chicken, like steak or sliders or just like different stuff. And it's $5 to get in, cash.
That's it.
And the buffet is unlimited. Yeah.
All you can eat?
The sliders and the fried chicken were dank.
And you get
like better than they should have been.
Gentlemen's activities. So you get, I'm happy. Thank you is what I usually say when I'm there. Yeah.
I'm happy, thank you!
And then after he's done with his meal,
I'm happy, thank you!
pitch goes up because he's even more happy.
You spend $5 to get in, you get the food lunch for $5, but then maybe you do a little extracurricular after that, or definitely you get excited more when you're leaving to that point.
I may or may not have had 3 or 4 beers when I went for lunch, and that was the smoothest Yelp shift I ever had.
There we go. Exactly.
Pretty sure I remember closing 2 deals that day.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. With that being said, Nano, gonna pass it to you first. Toss you the baton here. You going with Little Heathen or you going with the King?
I'm going with the King, man. I'm going with the King Green on this one. I think I just like his violence. I like how they both are leaning into the fact that they're both crazy and they're going to see who's crazier. I think King Green is just a little bit crazier, man. And I do like
But they're also closed on Sundays.
Oh, Chick-fil-A. Yeah, shout out Chick-fil-A. Way better than Chick-fil-A. Lethal Sugar. Shout out. But does Chick-fil-A have with that place offers? I mean, we need to, you get different things, different sorts for different folks. I digress. I don't like that Stevens missed weight. So don't love that. Going with King Green all the way on this one. Take to the main.
Pip, what are you thinking, brother?
Yeah, and since that I learned as well that Jeremy Stevens missed weight. I mean, I kind of made this breakdown long before that, but it's just another red flag for Jeremy Stevens. But I mean, King Green, he's back. And I mean, after that performance against Zell Huber, I mean, he gets the proper announcement here. I mean, we all know him. We all love him. King Green, I mean, he's got sharp boxing, good jabs, and he's just got that straight right nuke when it lands. I mean, he's still very fast at 39 years old, and he's been very active as well. And this will be his 3rd fight in 6 months. I mean, he's looked really good, styled on Zell Huber, beat Lance Gibson in a split decision. His striking has just looked on point, and the defense is still there. He's definitely cares more about the flash than the technique, as we all know, and that's no secret. And he said it himself. He wants to entertain. I mean, Jeremy Stevens, like you said, Olin, I mean, he's been on side quests over and over again. I mean, he's been bare knuckle boxing, PFL. His last win in the UFC was actually in 2018 against Josh Emmett. I mean, And like we've said all night, I mean, we know he's the hardest hitting 145er, but I don't really think he stands much of a challenge anywhere compared to Bobby Green. I mean,
that guy.
exactly. That's how I feel right now. I mean, he's always got the power threat. But other than that, I think he's just haymakers and overhands. I mean, he's fairly flat-footed. Defensively, he isn't there. Green has the speed and the boxing advantage, which is what Jeremy has been doing recently, and I just see Jeremy getting pieced up. I mean, maybe a couple of wild shots that gets through, but I've got, whole faith that Green either takes it and he's able to kind of, it takes any shots, roll it with the chin, or just, avoid most of the shots. I mean, Jeremy has been in some wars, especially as of late, so I'm riding with King Green here, and I think he's even going to get a knockout. I'm going to say round 3 knockout, King Green, but Uncle Olin, what you got?
So I was curious. So I was looking up some statistics over here on my end on what the average win ratio is for somebody that misses weight. So dating back to the early days, right, out of 133 wins and 176 losses from weight misses, 43% of the time, the guy that misses weight loses or wins the fight. 57% of the time he loses.
That's interesting to hear that it's not really an advantage.
Yeah. Because I feel like more often than not, we hear that it is an advantage. Post early weigh-in era, so since they moved to the actual the ceremonial weigh-in style in 2016, 42 bouts, the misser went 23-19. So 54.8% of the time since 2016, they've won. If we look at it specifically for the last 3 years, because I feel like that's a lot better math, just because we've changed the weigh-in structure. USADA has entered and exited the chat, etc. Realistically, fighters who miss weight tend to underperform pretty noticeably. Big misses of 4 pounds or more are even more noteworthy in those. So it's tough. Like I want to go Jeremy Stephens on this one. I really do. I think he can get it done, but I think it's probably going to be first round knockout or second round knockout by Jeremy Stephens, or third round knockout or decision win for King Bobby Green.
So you think if it goes past 1.5, you got Bobby?
Basically, yeah.
Got it.
After the 7 or 8 minute mark, it's a Bobby Green fight. Like Jeremy's very much shown that he's very dangerous in the first and second round. And then after that, he just starts to lose steam and kind of plateau off fairly quickly.
I'm not mad at that.
So I like Jeremy Stephens to throw a unit or a half unit on. As far as confidence level, it's not high in this one, folks. It's really not high. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. Nato lived there on Thursday through Friday.
Oh yeah, allegedly.
I'm not gonna read that.
Allegedly.
When Jeremy Stephens made his pro MMA debut, Josh Fan was 3 years old. The last time Stephens won an MMA fight, Josh Fan wasn't old enough to legally drive, says Lazy Bed. My God, you always come with the best fun facts.
Insane.
Nano hasn't been the same since you brought up the strip club fried chicken. Yeah, I picked where he's having dinner. I made his night easier. It would be sick to see Stephens KO Bobby Green, then ride off into the sunset. I'm rooting for him. Thank you. This is exactly what I want. I just want to see him win and retire. That's it. Green versus Stephens 2018. It's like a 2018 fight. It is. I mean, it's 2018 fire, bro. How would Edson Barboza versus Bobby Green rematch go? Today? Right now? Is Edson Barboza still fighting?
Yeah, I think Bobby smokes him, but that's more fun.
Ordering DoorDash from a stripper is criminal. That's incredible, bro. That's incredible.
It's convenient, is what it is.
Do they deliver the strippers as well? I mean, I feel like you're missing out on a major component of that deal. Strip club from the stripper, it's awesome. See, like this is grimy. Did you say that after I said that? It's incredible. We are possibly separated at birth. I'm convinced. Yeah, I mean, I gotta lean Jeremy Stephens in this one. But you know what? We're gonna go ahead and move quickly into the next one because we spent so much time on the first main card. we're going to breeze through some of these. And I think this next one is going to be probably the easiest to breeze through. I'm just going to keep it very short, very simple. Ozzy Diaz versus Ateba Gautier, middleweight division. 2-word breakdown for you boys. Ateba knockout. Come on. I'll throw another 3 words at you to explain my bias. He loves cats. Me too. So,
oh, wow. There you go. Okay.
Full Violence does like the funnest violent shirts. They're the ones that do like the Mortal Kombat style fatalities. They did the Dustin Poirier ones that we've gotten a couple of. They just did a limited release with him. And it's a picture of him with 2 cats behind him wearing a shirt that says I love cats. I'm going to buy one.
Oh my gosh.
As a fellow cat dad, I got to tell you, like I can knock people out and I like cats. So very relatable fighter. I'm going for him. Nano, what are your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, give me Ateba KO first round. It looks like 98% of Tapology with over 6,000 community picks and votes all agree that's probably what's going to happen here. Dude's huge. I still just can't believe this guy's a freaking middleweight. But
I love that you said he's huge and you didn't see the comment that I have on the screen. LazyBet literally commented, my favorite gimmick is Gautier saying he's never lifted weights.
Oh, I mean,
you can look at his biceps and be like, this guy's never done bicep curls? You'd be fucking kidding me.
Yeah, I don't know how.
I'm over here waiting on a hernia surgery doing fucking 12.5 pounds because they told me I can't do 15-pound weights. And I'm never going to catch up. It's just basically impossible.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
He just picks his cats up, Nano.
I love it. I want to go look at this shirt now. But yeah, brother, it's Ateba's fight to win, or fight to lose rather. Pip, I mean, do your Nostradamus, your best impression of him. Go ahead and predict how you see this going down on Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, if we're keeping it short and sweet, I got 4 words, and that is Mini Ngannou is back. But he's just on an absolutely tear right now, and I'm sure the odds are, over 9,000. And I would agree.
Over 9,000!
Thank you for getting the reference. I think Gautier definitely comes out and gets the knockout in round 1. I think he's the more technical striker here. I think it's going to be easy work for Gautier. And Diaz is durable, but I think the power shines through here. I think Gautier gets another round 1 knockout like we've seen many times before.
Yeah, I mean, I think there are definitely holes that were pointed out in his previous performance, right? If you outlast the onslaught, maybe you can survive. But even then, you'd be hard pressed.
I was gonna say in his last fight, we saw Gautier win by decision, so he can do that shit too.
That's an even better way to look at it. Like, he can win by decision if need be, right? Like, I'm not mad at that. I just think this guy is special. I think he's an absolute fucking stud in every sense of the word. And it's like I said, you'd be hard pressed to get me to bet against this guy. He's that guy. He's the guy that kind of figures shit out on the fly. And if he can't knock you out, as Pip alluded to, he's probably going to get it done via decision. Just outpoint you across the distance and just make it look fairly one-way traffic. His last fight was the most scary, sweaty fight that I've ever had to watch of his. But, I mean, man. Ateba Gautier is younger than Joshua Vance is useless. That's crazy. That's crazy. He's minus 1,600, which is exactly why we're not betting on him, Grammy. Thank you for that. Yeah, we're not betting on him. If you notice,
the fact that Gautier is 24 is frightening.
It's a crazy 24. Yeah. I mean, what is first round? I'm just curious because even knockout is minus 475. That's dumb. First round is minus 200. Yeah, we're not betting on this fight.
There's no point.
Where's the money? Where's the money to be made here? I might play this one the way I did a handful of fight cards ago. I forget what fight it was, but the guy landed like 3 leg kicks, and I'm like, oh, let's go. As soon as he landed the second one, I was like, if he lands a third one, we're cashing. And I watched it. He landed a third leg kick and looked bad. And then I watched the Kalshi line go, pfft, and then I bet on it, and then we cashed like 3-1 odds on a favorite to start the fight. So I'll probably do the same thing on this one if I'm calling a spade here, boys and girls. I just think it's probably gonna be one-way traffic. Ozzy Diaz is tailor-made, with all due respect, to be finished by Ateba Gautier. And Nano, just in case you were wondering, that's what it looks like.
Ooh, that's pretty sweet.
That's beautiful.
That is a cool shirt. That is a pretty
Like,
cool
come on, bro. It's his cats.
shirt. Oh, that's legit.
They put his cats in the shirt. It's so good.
I love cats. Oh my god.
I love cats. Ateba Gautier, UFC fighter. It's so good. Like, you can't tell me not to buy that shirt.
That just makes him more intimidating after that.
Oh my gosh.
Bro. He's like, oh, you're a dog guy? I knocked you the fuck out. Maybe you should get a cat.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Steve.
He's so good. I'm such a fan. With that being said, let's move into the welterweight division, boys. We have a bout between Joel Alvarez and Yaroslav Amosov. Yaroslav Amosov is the guy who you might recall digging through his old home, his Ukrainian rubble, to find his old belt and climb up out of a hole in the ground, literally, via ladder to bring that belt back up from the rubble. One of the coolest, most heartwarming videos you'll see in MMA as an MMA fan. He's 32 years of age, coming in against a 33-year-old savage and Joel Alvarez, someone that is able to make many men quit, and is coming into this fight with a 2-inch reach advantage and a 2-inch height advantage. The ape index is ape indexing in this one, folks. Pip, at the risk of leaving nothing on the bone, what do you got on this one?
Yeah, I mean, this is it's a fun matchup, honestly. I mean, Joel Alvarez he's a really good striker. He's very long and tall, which helps him kind of attack from really weird angles and land. And he's got good front kicks, and Gautier be like, I am 12. Bro, he's young as fuck. It's kind of crazy. At 24,
he's like the old Mexican guy from Benchwarmers. This is my birth certificate. It's like a piece of paper that you wrote on.
I am 12 with the $10
I am
bill.
12. It was the same age, right?
Yeah.
I am 12.
I am 12. Yeah, like a little
totally
like
forgot about that
$20 bill in there.
He's like smoking cigarettes on first base.
This is in green crayon. It's a picture of him. 12.
But yeah, I mean, I think sometimes Joel Alvarez can leave his chin out a little too much. He can rely on the head movement. Although he's got a decent chin, Yaroslav just looks like he could be a real problem. He's solid everywhere that the fight goes, but his bread and butter is his grappling in the submission game. He's a world-class BJJ, and the anaconda that he got on Neil Magny was just out of this level. It was just a complete problem if he's on the ground. If he's on the feet, he's still very durable. He presses forward. He can exchange in the pocket, but we've seen Alvarez get taken down and controlled before. If Alvarez ends up on his back, it's going to be a bad night for him. So I'm keeping an eye on this matchup, but I'm going Yozavar Amosov by submitting Alvarez in round 1. I'm going to go with a Darce choke. But Uncle Olin, what you got?
I love your pronunciation on that. It's so good.
I try so hard.
Yaroslav
There were 2 glasses of whiskey
Arnasov.
in.
Brother,
It's just gonna get worse.
I'm loving it. It's not a complaint. It's a compliment. I promise you. I'm taking Yaroslav on this one, but I gotta be honest with you. It is the sweatiest pick of the card for me, possibly. Joel's a scary guy, bro. Like he can get it done in very, very quick fashion, right? Like El Fenomeno, the phenomenal one, like he's a submission specialist. And if he's able to go out there and get Yaroslav Amosov shooting on a sloppy takedown in any way, shape, or form, it's going to be bad news bears. The worst thing about him, though, is if it stays on the feet, he's got 5 fucking wins by knockout. And his last 2 out of 3 wins in the UFC are by knockout. Like, the guy's scary, bro. And Yaroslav, he needs to get you to the ground. That's what he needs to do. But with all of that being said, I still am leaning towards Amosov. I just think the former Bellator champ has a complete game. He's got slick wrestling. He's got danger that he presents in every position or situation. And Alvarez is a tall striker. He's got the reach, as I stated. But I think Amosov's going to mix it up. I think he's going to threaten takedowns even when he's not fully attempting them or committing to them, just to keep Yoel Alvarez on his feet and on his toes, thinking at all times. Give me Yaroslav in this one. Decision, possibly a late submission, but I think decision. And with that being said, before I pass to Nano, Gabe Lackman, 46287 says, I have a pretty funny joke. What's Khabib's most favorite sexual position? Daggy style.
Nice.
If they don't know how to do this position, you send them 2-3 years Dagestan and forget. After maybe 6 months, they call you. One time. Oh man, it's so good. I told him straight up, Gabe, I can't wait to read that. It's so good.
To read that.
It's so good. This might be fight of the night. I agree, Grimes. This might be fight of the night. It's got fight of the night written all over it. Nano, are we crazy here? What are you thinking?
Not crazy for thinking it might be fight of the night. I'm on the other end of the spectrum here. I don't know if it's just my infatuation with España, or just every time I see Joel Alvarez go out there, he has the Dragon Ball Z tattoo. So shout out DBZ. Always got to make sure I mention that. But El Fenomenal is muy fenomenal. I mean, this guy is every bit as good. He went out there and just completely dismantled the Vicente Luque. Though I do love Yaroslav's story and what he's shown in the octagon thus far, though it has just been a quick stint beating a Neil Magny. At this stage, unfortunately, it doesn't hold as much water for someone like me, and being just critical and having to really split hairs here. That's what I'm doing. Because really, Yaroslav's only loss was in Bellator back in, when was this? 2.5 years ago, so 2024-ish, I guess, or somewhere around then, maybe even 2023. Very dominant career in Bellator as well. There is a lot that you can look at and think, okay, this guy's legit. But if we're being, calling a spade, Bellator, PFL, PFLator, I mean, you can name anything else. Lakers of 5. No, they don't fare well in the UFC. That's what I'm trying to say. I just think Joel Alvarez is every bit as good. They're about the same age. They have similar pedigree. And he's going to be coming in with a couple inch reach, 4 inches height advantage. You got to look at the kicks. The leg reach will also be something to factor in. A couple good calf kicks. I think even just the sheer threat of Joel Alvarez is going to have Yaroslav a little more gun shy. I think he's used to being the hammer, not the nail. So we'll see how he responds and how he can, maybe set some traps for Joel to fall into. But I like Joel Alvarez, man. I just think his striking, I think his jiu-jitsu. We'll see if he could grapple with them. But yeah, I'm not going against my guy. I got to see it to believe it. And so if Yaroslav goes out there and proves me wrong, I will eat my words. But I'm going phenomenal on this one, brother.
I'm not mad at it, bro. I'm not mad at it. Like I said, I see a lot of paths to victory when it comes to the legend. The fucking absolute legend, bro. He's a beast. He's scary. He's a scary guy. But with all those things being said, I still am just not 100% sure that he gets it done. But again, I gotta tell you, not mad at your pick. This is one of those ones where I went back and forth a number of times on. So
it's a slight underdog. So it's, Vegas is certainly having a hard time as well. I think it's just it's not an easy one. Like I said, it might be fight of the night. That means it's going to be an absolute banger, and it's close as nails. So that's a win-win for us.
That's the thing. You say close as nails, and I think that's the best way to describe this fight. No, it's going to be close as nails, back and forth action. It's going to be a brawl from start to finish. Speaking of brawl, start to finish, we have Grant Dawson versus Mateusz Rebecki in the lightweight division next. And this one is going to be a bit interesting, if I'm being honest with you boys. I forget which channel it was. I think it was UFC by the numbers or MMA by the numbers, DTF by the numbers, whatever their channel is. I'll give him a decent shout out later. But the guy said, Mateusz Rebecki has so much scar tissue, there's a chance that he starts bleeding on the walk out to the octagon. And I thought that was fucking amazing. That's a great line. I didn't want to take credit for that.
That is hilarious.
It's so good. But it's true, right? Like Rebecki has been in wars. He's 20-4, and you wouldn't think it by that record. But man, has the guy been in some fucking wars. He's been bloodied, marred, and bruised. And now he's coming in here against a guy with a 6-inch reach advantage on him, boys. In Grant Dawson. I got to go Grant Dawson here all day. I'm going to keep it short. I'm going to keep it sweet in the fashion of the prelims and early prelims. I just think Dawson, being the ATT American Top Team grinder that he is, he's very wrestling heavy. He's got pace for days. Cardio is essentially weaponized, if I'm being honest with you. And I know Rebecki is tough as nails, but coming off back-to-back losses, Dawson's path is going to be just chain wrestling, top control, grinding it out, and staying in a safe, just dominant position. And I think that's exactly what he's going to do. I'm taking Dawson, not inside the distance. I don't know that he's going to be able to finish the Warlord here. Mateusz Rebecki, you know. But yeah, give me Dawson by decision. Pip, am I crazy here?
No, I'm right there with you, and I apologize to everybody in the chat if you see me kind of dip away. Just tend to the dogs, that's all I'm doing. But it's a very exciting matchup, and we got 2 dogs here, that is for sure. It's a very exciting matchup, and Grant Dawson, not to be underestimated here. Yeah, he's coming off the KO loss to Manuel Torres, but before that, he was on a 3-fight win streak. He's 11-2-1 in the UFC. He's very well-rounded. He's got decent kickboxing, wild hooks. He attacks the legs, and he's willing to brawl. But his grappling is definitely where he shines. He's got a good amount of ground and pound and nasty rear naked chokes, smothering top control, elbows that'll cut you open, and he looks solid when he's doing his thing. And against Rebecki, he's a stud. He's just a bowling ball, honestly. And he hasn't been too impressive in the UFC, but he puts on really fun fights. And don't get me wrong, I feel like he belongs, but he's on a 2-fight skid. And call me crazy, but I almost think it should be 4. The fight with Mitsubek Orobai was it was absolutely insane. I mean, maybe one of my favorite fights ever, but I definitely think he lost that fight. While it was extremely close, I still think he lost. And he went on an insane war with Chris Duncan. Orobai, it's exactly who he is. And that's what he does. I mean, Rebecki, he just brings fights. He's extremely durable. He can shoot double legs, land ground and pound, walk you down, overwhelm you with shots. But I'm worried about the chin of Dawson again. But remember, again, this might be a crazy take as well, but I don't feel like Rebecki really has crazy knockout power. He's got 9 wins by KO, but only 1 in the UFC. I feel like it doesn't really translate that much at this level. Rebecki really just more inflicts damage. He attacks the legs, wild shots from the pocket, and he mixes in the takedowns. With that being said, I think Grant can still eat most of the big shots from Rebecki. Rebecki's been on a lot of wars, and that chin can only hold up for so long. I think Grant eventually starts wearing him down as the fight goes, mixes the takedowns, opening him up with elbows, ground and pound. And I'm going to say that the chin actually doesn't hold here. I'm going to say that he gets the round 3 TKO. But Nano, what you got?
Ooh, round 3 TKO. I like it. Love the pinpoint accuracy on this one. I'm leaning Grant Dawson. I'm going KGD. I love Mateusz Rebecki. I love that he's never out of a fight, but he's coming in here with a 6-inch reach disadvantage. It's going to be hard for him to get inside on a KGD who doesn't really make a lot of mistakes or won't necessarily. He'll be able to use the octagon and I think circle out of any blitzes or anything like that that Mateusz might try to present him with. And the last 2 losses are just tough as well. Like you said, he had the 1 win over Miktek Orobai. But getting knocked out from Diego Fieta, Chris Duncan beating you 9 months ago, Ludwig Klein beating you about 6 months ago. Ludwig is a stud, but I just think KGD is like a consummate pro. He's somebody that doesn't make a lot of mistakes, and Mateusz I think is willing to make those mistakes in the spirit of making a great fight and earn that performance bonus, which maybe they can try to go out there and earn, but. Yeah, I'm leaning KGD on this one. He's a slight favorite, so I can't sit here and be totally shocked if Rebecki squeezes out a win. I mean, we've seen crazier things, and Rebecki is every bit of crazy and unpredictable as we can get here. So I'll be excited. I'll be tuned in, but I'm leaning KGD on this one by decision.
Yeah, it sounds like we're all kind of leaning KGD here. I mean, he's just gonna get it done. Like, who was it that asked in the chat?
Might be a lot.
Grimy said Grant should be much taller, right? It's 5'8" versus 5'6", but the big difference here is 72 inches to 66 inches of reach. And as Useless pointed out, if you see the face-offs, Grant's taller by a good amount, but this fight might be crazy. My only issue is I think I lean more towards the shorter guy only if the shorter guy is the more wrestling dominant guy. And in this fight, in this case, the more wrestling dominant guy is Grant Dawson. The shorter guy does not have a better wrestling base. That's the only thing that a shorter guy can bring in as an advantage as the shorter guy with less reach. You might want to bring up the fact that maybe Mateusz Rebecki is a little bit better of a pocket fighter. You know, when he gets in that pocket range, fucking dipping in and swerving and curving. But 6 inches is just too much, kid. Like, and if you're going to get someone that does not know how to fundamentally throw a jab, cool. Again, we're right back. You got a shot. Grant's not that guy. Like, he trained at ATT. He knows how to throw a fucking jab. He trains with Dustin Poirier on the weekends. Be hard pressed to think that guy does not know how to throw a jab. So with that being said, folks, we're all leaning towards the guy. Are we betting on him? Probably not. What are the odds? They're probably terrible in this fight. Let's see. Actually, they're not bad. Grant Dawson, we're all agreeing on him. I'm putting a unit on him. We'll get a little over a half unit back. So if you put $50 on him, you get 34.48 back. Not a bad deal. I'm putting a full unit of our size units on it. Again, as we like to always say, do not bet if you've never bet before. We're not encouraging you to do that. And if you are already betting, great. Continue doing that. But only bet with money you are willing to throw away in a dumpster and catch on fire. If you win, great. The fire went out and somehow the money multiplied. Oh my God, it's a fucking miracle. You turn water to wine. Maybe you're Jesus Christ. But probably not. So only bet with money that you are happy to lose. Folks, that's how betting works.
If you got money you're happy to lose, I mean, it's a all 3 lock on here on Dawson. I like Dawson. I like him here.
You know what I'm saying? Lazy bet here. Grant gonna take Rebecki into the deep waters of Dawson's Creek. I mean, you're not wrong, bro. I don't want to wait for our lives to be over. I want to know right now, what will it be? Dawson's Creek used to go hella hard, bro. You know what I'm saying? I used to watch those reruns. You did too, Lazy Bet. I know you did. I know you did. Shout out. Can we just say, like, rest in peace to Dawson? He passed away this year. He had a great season on Dancing with the Stars. Just a saint of a human being. And rest in peace, brother. Dude, thank you, brother. James Vanderbeek, we are fucking the same person, Grammy. Jesus Christ. The fact that you typed that as I was saying it is actually weird, bro. If you want the best piece of James Vanderbeek cinema that doesn't actually technically star James Vanderbeek, go watch the movie The Goods with Jeremy Piven. There's a scene where they all get to their hotel and it's just cutting to each person's room. And Ving Rhames is in this movie. Ving Rhames, notoriously a very ginormous, scary black guy that's played boxers in multiple movies. It's cutting to each bedroom and they're watching porn and like pulling out their lotion and stuff. And then it cuts to Ving Rhames and he's watching reruns of Dawson's Creek. And he's just like, James Vanderbeek, my guy. Like, it's the best scene, dude. I will never not hear the name James Vanderbeek and not think of Ving Rhames saying his fucking name. It's the best. Dude. It's the best. Please, after this show, Google Ving Rhames, James Vanderbeek, or The Goods, James Vanderbeek. Maybe don't Google that one. That might come up with some weird stuff.
I'll Google the first one.
Yeah, Google
check out the first one. Yeah, check out the first one. Make sure your safe search is off.
Bro, Ving Rhames and Baby Boy, fucking great role, dude. Baby Boy, that was a throwback, bro. Tyrese Gibson's first acting jobs, I believe. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Oh man. With that, Nano's gonna sit out for the next week, but we're gonna pour one up. This guy's got a mixed drink with some whiskey in it. I'm gonna get a shot glass with some whiskey in it. And
I'm trying
we're
to
doing
take
it for the
big
same
swigs
reason.
for you.
I appreciate it. I really do. I really do.
Trying to keep up.
I know you only drink on the weekends, and I only drink on days that end in Y, so we're both breaking some rules here.
I think so, a little bit, right?
With that being said, Jim Miller versus Jared Gordon. The reason we're doing this shot, folks, it's the same reason we did the last shot. It might be the last time we see these folks. And by these folks, I mean just one of them, Jim Miller. He's battled Lyme disease. He's battled a number of things. He's not been paid nearly what he's worth. This man has been in the UFC since, God, I was old enough to drink, I think.
I was trying to calculate. I didn't remember his exact debut, but I was trying to think about how old I was. But I was like, I don't even know if I was born yet.
I was trying to do the math in my head, and I was thinking, should I say since I was a teenager? No, that would be false. But I'm pretty sure he's been in there for at least 15 or 16 years. So legal drinking age for me, I think, is when Jim Miller made his debut.
Okay, yeah, so
I'm
I
not
was
mad at
8.
So, God, don't say that.
Like, for real, though. Like, I was probably 8.
Pip is a fucking child. Just in case you guys didn't know, he's a baby. Grimy said, I forgot the last time I bet on Gordon. Didn't he get hit by a car? I put money on him, FML. So did I. So did Nato. Dude, that was for Noche.
Yeah, brutal.
We put like fucking 5 units on him because we were like, he's going to kill this guy. And then as he's walking out, he's like limping kind of funny. And then we start seeing the Twitter things about the car accident. And we're like, what do we do?
No. What do we do?
And then he goes on the mic at the presser and he's like, I just want to say fuck you to the bettors. I don't give a fuck about you. I got hit by a fucking car. Bro, fuck off. Tell us you got hit by a car. Like, we want you to be okay, but we want to know you got hit by a fucking car. We're putting money on you.
That's pertinent information.
That's need to know base. We are the need to know bases.
We are the need to know.
We're those people. Good Lord, bro.
Some insurance adjuster got the inside scoop.
I wish this was the last time we teach Eric Gordon. Oh, I should have reworded that, huh? Miller's UFC debut was 2008. My God.
Okay, so I take that back. I was 5.
A little young and a little guppy.
Okay, let's see here. Because now I'm just curious. I'm doing the math now. I mean, this is ridiculous. I'm not gonna say my birth year out loud on the show, but let's just see. You said 2008? Let's just say he debuted in May 2008.
That's quick math for me, baby.
There you go.
I said that's quick math for me. Oh man.
I counted on one hand.
I think I was 19. I think I was 19 when Jim Miller made his debut, and I'm not going to tell you how sad that is.
That's crazy.
That's... Your boy was just finishing working bridge construction in South Louisiana at that time. I work for corporate America now. That's a lifetime of difference, kids. This dude is in the same cage. Fucking Newark, New Jersey. 20 years later. Holy smokes. 18 years. That's half of my life. He has fought in the UFC for half of my life. That's insane. No, we poured a shot. We were going to do it without you so you could save out on it, but you're back now. So
I'm back. Sorry, I had to step out.
Oh man, Jim Miller versus Jared Gordon. This one is wild, bro. I mean, it's one of those things where I genuinely want Jim Miller to win. I don't know if what I want's going to happen. You know what I mean? It's not my fucking birthday. I'm not one of the guys in the chat whose birthday it is. You know what I mean? I can't blow out the candles and make a wish for this. And I don't know if I want to put money on it. But cheers, folks. To Jim Miller and all the other vets that have given us memories that'll last a lifetime inside of this UFC octagon. The ones we've seen, the ones we've yet to see, and the ones that we saw many years ago. Cheers to them. Cheers to you.
Salud.
My boys. 38-19. That's a real fighter in the UFC's record.
Hell of a record, too.
I mean, like we talk about this all the time where we're like, oh, he only has like 10 fights. But look at his Muay Thai record. This is his MMA record. Dude has over 50 fights in MMA, and most of them, the vast majority of them, have come by way of the UFC. It's a scary prospect. But I'm going to keep it short and sweet. As much as I want Jim Miller to win, I'm not sure that there are many paths to victory for him. Stylistically, I don't like this matchup at all. He's the shorter guy. He does have the reach. to the tune of 3 inches, which is crazy to think about because he is an inch shorter than his opponent. But Jim Miller's always had a hell of an ape index. I agree with Grimy here. Jim Miller is a Hall of Famer 100%. And I certainly hope that we are able to attend his Hall of Fame ceremony because let's fucking go. Dude's a legend. He's a phenom. But I just think Jared Gordon's going to have his number. I'm siding with Jared Gordon in this one. Am I betting on it? No, because I simply don't know if he was hit by a car today or not. But if I had that knowledge, I probably would. With that being said, Nano, what are you thinking on this one, bro?
Yeah, I'm thinking that this is an OG fight. It's a good matchup for both these guys, just in terms of where they're at in their career. But it's Jared Gordon's fight to lose, right? I mean, I love Jim Miller and the threats he poses still at this age. Like, and it feels kind of reminiscent. And well, I'm not gonna make a straight comparison to LeBron James here, but they both literally are the same age, and it's like, it's just you appreciate seeing someone do something at the highest level at that stage of their career, and I think Jim will hopefully have some moments, but like Jared's style, he's just so violent and looking for that finish that I just think that he's going to really challenge Jim Miller in a lot of the different situations they might find themselves in, and I just think Jared's going to most likely just have a good technical win over Jim Miller. I don't want to say he's going to whoop him up because I think Jim will have his moments as well. Jim's tough as nails. He has a hell of a chin. I don't know however many fights, I can't even think of the amount of times he's actually been dropped or knocked out. But that loss to Chase Hooper about a year ago just didn't really look that great, and I can't imagine it's going to look that much better at this stage. So I'm taking Jared Gordon by decision, and I think it's just going to be kind of a might be time. I mean, we might be having some discussions next week about Jim Miller after this one, but Jared Gordon is the savior that universe.
Flash!
Yeah, I think it's a clean sweep here. I mean, I'm going with Jared Gordon as well. I mean, we've got two veterans here that are getting ready to slug it out. And honestly, I mean, Jim Miller's more of a lieutenant at this point. I mean, maybe UFC throwing Gordon a bone after making him fight being hit by a car. Yeah.
True.
But Jim Miller is coming in at 42 years old, coming off a loss, like you said, not to Chase Hooper. And he's looking to get back in the win column. And we already know what we're going to get with Jim Miller. He's definitely at the later stages of his career, and we know what he brings. He's very explosive, powerful strikes. And he may not be the cleanest, but his 38 wins, like you alluded to, Uncle, and definitely shows that he can make anything work. He's mainly looking to get you on the ground. He can catch kicks, spam takedowns, just do whatever he needs to get you on your back, or at least to take your back. He's got nasty ground and pound, a wide range of submissions, especially when he snatches your neck up. And it's no secret. He should really be called Jim Miller the Strangler. And against Gordon, he's very well-rounded. He's got good looping shots, often able to slip the punches and land his shots. Likes to back you against the cage, do some work if you shell up, and he can mix the takedowns as well and gain a lot of control time. The issue I have with Jim Miller is really his activity. I mean, his last fight was back in April of 2025, and that and the age factor are probably big reasons why I'm picking Gordon on this one. I think he has a little bit more pop to his shots. I think he's a little bit more tuned up and well-rounded, in my opinion. I think we do see a competitive fight, but I think Gordon's going to be able to secure takedowns, gain control time, be able to bust Jim up on the feet, which is kind of the sharper and more frequent strike. So give me Jared Gordon by unanimous decision.
Yeah, sounds like we're all in unison on this one. We're all riding the same boat. So we'll keep moving it forward. Early prelims, we got Roman Kopylov hitting the headliner of the early prelims against Marco Tulio in the middleweight division. Nato, I'm going to pass it to you first on this one because I'm curious how you see this one going, bro. I feel like it's splitting hairs on this one almost. Like they have the same number of wins. Their losses are separated by just 3 fights. And as far as UFC tenure, you could really go either way, especially based on their more recent performances, right?
Yep. I
will say before I hand it to you, I feel like the Tresean Gore win for Marco Tulio has aged significantly well, right? Like you can't ask for a former win or opponent that you have a win over to do better in their next fight than Tresean Gore did. So with that knowledge in mind, do you think Roman Kopylov pulls the upset or what?
I actually do think so. I don't know what it is about.
I fucking knew it, bro.
I have a hard time betting with Marco Tulio, aka Matutu. Matuto. Yeah, it was that loss. I mean, even the his other wins, I mean, I guess have aged relatively well, but the loss against the Christian Leroy Duncan most recently, not a great look. I just think that Roman Kopylov, like it's no two losses are the same, but when you just look at the guys that Roman Kopylov's been squaring off with in there, I mean, it's almost not fair. Poor guy. But you're looking at a Gregory RoboCop Rodriguez who took him to decision. I mean, most people get their lights put out by RoboCop. Paulo Costa as well, who has continued to look better and better and better. Took him to a decision. That's got to be worth something. Stacked a couple wins, and then he did lose to Fluffy Hernandez a few years ago. But he's a hell of a grappler, and like you said, I think we're splitting hairs. I think it's a close pick 'em, even though Marco is the slight favorite. I like a lot of dogs this week, but I'm definitely taking Roman Kopylov. I think that just goes to show good matchmaking on this one. But I just like Roman's style. I think I trust him in deeper waters. I think he has a better chin. I think it's going to be Roman by decision. But I know there's going to be a lot of meat taken off the bone on this one. Pip, don't leave any morsel for this guy to the left of me. How you feeling, brother? What are you seeing?
I'm going the opposite way here. I'm going to go with Marco. In the middleweight division, we've got two strikers that are going against each other, Roman Kopylov versus Marco Tulio, and both of them are looking to get back in the win column. Excuse me. Roman, I mean, he's looking to rebound off a 2-fight skid. He's a solid striker. He does have power in his hands, and 12 of 14 of his wins are ending via knockout. I mean, he's got fast combinations. He can blitz in with wild 1-2s, hooks. His kicks are very scary. Nasty body kicks as well. I mean, you need to watch out for the shin to the face as well. And like, he likes to fake that jab out at range, attack that body, bait out a crash with kind of, straight hands down the middle. And sometimes Roman can be a little undefensive as of late. His hands are down. He can wait to find his shots. And I think the output has definitely slowed down, and it's starting to cause him issues. Against Tulio, he's coming off the KO loss against CDL. And I think that's where the question lays, really. Does Marco change what he's got, that got him to the dance, or does he come out a little less aggressive and make more of the proper adjustments? I mean, Marco is more of a high-volume, high-pressure fighter, but he's got decent boxing. Nice jabs, nice front kicks, and he can grapple a little bit as well. He's fairly well-rounded, although he's looking to mainly knock you out, so I'm going to lean more towards Marco here, just making the better adjustments. He keeps the hands where they need to be, especially, with a dangerous striker in Kopylov. I think he can mix in the grappling, and I think that's what can win him this fight. He can definitely strike with Kopylov, but the mix of the threat of the takedown can, also make openings for his own offense. So I'm going to lean Tulio here. I think he can mix in the grappling with his striking, be able to land a few shots, mix in the takedowns, and this fight goes to competitive decision. But I'm going with Tulio winning a split decision here. I think it's going to be close.
Yeah, I'm leaning slightly towards Tulio here as well. And like I said at the beginning of the breakdown here, I just think that the win over somebody like a Tresean Gore has aged very well. Tresean looked really good in his last fight. We lost money on that one. So we're not going to lose money on this one. And by doing that, we're just not going to bet on it, right? Like, I mean, I don't love these odds, even with Nano's checkbook. Marco Tulio is minus 180. Roman Kopylov is plus 155. Nano, if you're feeling bullish on it, I've picked against you guys and put house money on it. If you want to do the same for Marco or for Roman Kopylov, I'm happy to back that bet. Do you want to do like a half unit on it? You got some solid juice here, especially if you think he gets it done inside the distance.
Ooh.
That's the question.
I mean, a little half unit, right? We might as well. I mean, this is a big card, right? It's a numbered event. Let's go big or go home. Let's do the damn thing. Add a luxury
like
juice.
Extra juice, he says, win inside the distance for Roman Kopylov is plus 250. So if your units are $50, you put a half unit on that, you get $57.50 back in pure profit, right? So that is, over 2 units. Solid return. You get 3 back in your bank, including your deposit on that bet, essentially. We're going to do a half unit on it. I like it. We're going to get over 2 units back. Feeling good about it, Nano. My hope is that I'm wrong and that you hit and that you're wrong and that I hit in the co-main event, brother.
Hell yeah. There we go.
And then the MMAnomaly Show bank, it just grows. That's what we do. I got another fight to talk about, boys. One that I don't really see us agreeing on 100%. I think there will be at least one straggler here. I don't know why. My heart of hearts is telling me it might be Nano again. We got Pat Sabatini in the featherweight division coming in against William Gomis, who has won the show money before. Pip, I'm going to go to you first on this one. And we'll go to Nano. Don't leave too much meat on the bone for him, huh?
I'm excited to hear what you guys think. I mean, we've got another banger. I mean, this whole card is just banger after banger. I'm very excited for it, and this is another fight that I'm looking forward to. It's more of that old school striker versus grappler. And Pat Sabatini, he's a solid vet, and he's on a tear right now. He's riding that 3-fight win streak. Solid grappler, elite BJJ, and he's got smothering pressure and relentless takedowns. He's got nasty ground and pound, dangerous submissions. He's not a fighter that's just holding you down. I mean, he's beating you up on the ground or looking for submissions. And that's his whole path to victory for this fight. We all know it. His striking is, long enough to, or good enough to where he can kind of grab your leg, and that's essentially it. And then he's chaining takedowns if the first one doesn't stink. And against William Gomis, he's got the 4-inch height advantage and a 3-inch reach advantage. He's a solid striker, likes to outpoint you and find his shots rather than just kind of blitz in. He's got good distance management, nice jabs, sneaky head kicks, and his striking accuracy is almost around 50%. So he's landing, 1 out of 2 significant strikes. And he's got solid takedown defense. The question is more of, can Pat get this fight to the ground, or can Gomis keep this fight standing? So whoever dictates that is winning this fight. And what makes it so interesting is we all have seen Gomis get taken down and controlled. Although he usually survives and he's able to get back to his feet, and we've seen Pat's takedowns get defended, and he's got outclassed on the feet. So I'm going to go what I feel like is going to be the different route. I could be wrong, but I think William Gomis has a chance in this fight. I think he defends several takedowns. He finds the jabs. He lands knees, kicks the legs out, and just avoids several takedowns from Pat Sabatini. If he does get taken down, part of me trusts that he's going to get back up. I think the fight stays long. It stays at range. He finds that knee, rocks Pat bad, follows up with some ground and pound, and Gomis gets the knockout in round 1. But, Nano, what you got?
Oh, man. Okay. I like it. Great breakdown, brother. This is an interesting matchup. And I am a big fan of the Jaguar, William Gomis. But Pat Sabatini's built a little different, man. He's a little unorthodox. He is a side bend favorite here. He's got that wonky donkey kind of long stance. He ducks a lot. Good head movement, but it's just, again, everything's a little theatrical. And then you get on the mat, and the boy's slippery. The boy's slippery down there. He's got that Renzo Gracie out there in Philly, Jiu-Jitsu background. Looks like 81% of Tapology's in agreement here that Pat Sabatini's going to find a way to get it done, and that's where I'm leaning. I'm just seeing a little bit of the grizzled, older, savvy vet on this one. He's, like you said, riding that 3-fight win streak, so he has all the bit of confidence, and look no further than that last win over a Chepe Mariscal. I'm a big fan of Chepe, and to go out there and defeat someone like him, I think it's Pat Sabatini's fight to lose. So I'm taking Pat on this one. MMAnomaly, is that what you thought is that what you're anticipating there, or how do you see this one breaking down?
I was not anticipating that. I thought you were going to go William Gomis because he's been a little bit of a bankroll for us in the past. But Pat Sabatini is my pick, man. I'm going Pat Sabatini. I'm going decision win. I think he's going to grind it out. I think the line is a little bit generous for this one, simply put, because there's a lot of Gomis fans, and we fit the bill. We're the same, right? We're Gomis fans as well, but we gotta pick against him in this. It's only minus 170 for Pat Sabatini and plus 145 for William Gomis. I'm not gonna bet on this one as of right now. That could change on the Kelsey live odds, but let me tell you, if William Gomis goes up there and dominates round 1, I am gonna smash the line so hard, boys, on the live betting, because I know if he wins round 1 and it sees a bench, a stool in between rounds, Pat Sabatini is going to come out, adjust, and hit takedowns. He is, in Marvel Comics, there was an old villain that they used to call the Adaptoids, right? Like they were robots. They'd come and they'd fight the Avengers, and they'd get fucking mollywopped in the first round, so to speak. And then they would adapt, because they're the Adaptoids. That's what they do. I think Pat Sabatini is kind of like a Marvel Adaptoid. Right? Like he's okay with losing the first round and then just adaptoiding into the second and third round. and just finding a way into that fixture, settling into the footing, and just making all the difference that he needs to. The one thing that really worries me about this is the not only 3-inch reach advantage that William Gomis has, but the 5-inch height advantage. Pat Sabatini is going to be shooting up. He's going to be firing upwards with his punches, right? And that's tough. That's exhausting. If you've ever fought someone taller than you, you know, right? If not, that's fine. You'll hopefully not learn someday. But Pat Sabatini, unlike maybe some of you listeners, has a wealth of ground game that he knows and practices on a daily basis. And I said this 3 or 4 fights ago, right? The guy with a shorter base of gravity, I will never pick unless he is a gifted wrestler. Pat Sabatini is a gifted wrestler. He has a 5-inch shorter base of gravity. Do you know what that means, boys? That means a shorter distance from point A to point B when he's shooting for a double leg, when he's shooting for a single leg, when he's really blitzing your ass and going for a blast double a la fucking Braun Breaker for the WWE fans out there listening. I just think Pat Sabatini has this match almost tailor-made for him. It's striker versus grappler, in my opinion. I think the grappler is going to get the edge here, and I'm going to leave it at that. With that being said, folks, we have 2 fights left, and it starts in the middleweight division. We have Baisangur Susurkaev coming in against Djorden Santos. I've heard at least 3 other podcasts call this guy Djorden, which every time I'm listening, I got to be honest with you, it's disconnecting. It sounds, when I'm doing dishes and listening to your breakdown, it sounds like you're saying the Djorden Santos has great grappling. The Djorden Santos can't escape these positions. The Djorden Santos. It's just Djorden. It's a roll of the J. It's Djorden. You can kind of hear the D in there if you really listen. But just like if you're unattractive, the D is soft. You know?
All right, well said.
Like an unsoft D. Sometimes you got to slip that joke in there, brother. So it is Baisangur Susurkaev versus Djorden Santos. I'll keep it short. I'll keep it sweet. I think Baisangur, he left a little bit to be desired in his most recent fight against Eric McConaughey. Everybody and their mom picked Baisangur Susurkaev, and they were sweating throughout that entire fight. And everybody and their mom is not Olin and Nano. Okay, we're not everybody and their mom. We didn't do that. We didn't pick those guys. We picked Eric McConaughey, and we thought that he was going to get it done, and he was pretty close, right? I mean, 90 to 105 on total strikes. Okay, and then just to keep you boys honest here, to my right, 53 to 53 on total strikes or on significant strikes. The only way that Baisangur won that fight is via takedowns. And he landed only 2 of 7 at a 28.6% accuracy clip. So can he come out here and do this against a talented and gifted Djorden Santos? The short answer is yes, he can. I think that McConaughey is a better fighter that was given less credit and credibility than Djorden Santos. But the dude's nickname is Shocker, right? Not Shocker, Shakur. But I think he's trying to come in and play Shocker on Saturday night. I think he's trying to come in and play spoiler alert and take everything that Baisangur has been working for. That was just a segue to tell you that I think that this guy is deluded. Okay, I'm going Susurkaev. I think we're going to see him get back to form here. I don't think it's going to be the most exciting fight. I think it was Grimy earlier that was talking about one of the other fights, saying fight of the night, the Rebecki fight. And you were right talking about that fight. This isn't that one. It's not going to be that fight. I think Susurkaev is probably going to dominate the takedown exchanges. I think he's probably going to go like 3 for 7, maybe 4 out of 8 on these. And that'll be enough. He'll control him more often than not, and he'll grind his way to a decision. I see 30-27 or 29-28 Baisangur Susurkaev. Do I think this is the last time we'll see Djorden Santos inside the octagon? Not a chance. The dude is very young. He's 28 years of age. He's still learning. He is older than the opposition, but it's a bad stylistic matchup, and He is the shorter guy. And he has a 4.5-inch reach deficit, which is terrible. Sorry, 3.5 inches. Not fun. Not fun, especially if you're not the more gifted grappler. So I just got to go with the guy with all the tools here, man. Give me the guy with the tools in the tool belt. Baisangur, Susurkaev, Pip. What are you thinking, big dog?
Yeah, I mean, I'm right there with you. Susurkaev, I mean, undefeated prospect at 11-0, and like you mentioned, he's coming off that win against Eric Mechanico. And that man, that win has honestly aged fairly well. I mean, Eric is looking fairly good, and this guy's making rapid improvements, and he's only getting better, especially at 25 years of age. And he can be a guy to keep an eye on. I mean, he's a knockout artist, I think, with 9 wins coming by KO, and he's a dangerous up until the final buzzer. His last 3 wins in order was a knockout in round 1 on Dana White Contender Series debut. He got a submission in round 2, and then coming off the beautiful KO win in round 3 against Eric, who I just mentioned. And he's got just devastating striking, slick counters with precise striking, nasty 1-2s, fast kicks, stabbing teep kicks to the body, and really nice leg kicks. Likes to, block punches with that lead elbow and fights more of that Philly shell type of stance. He's got decent head movement, and he's not just a striker as well. I mean, he trains with Khamzat, and you know what that means. The takedowns are a threat as well. He's extremely well-rounded, good takedown defense. He mixes in the striking with the grappling very well. And I'll say it again. I mean, this guy's 25 years old. I think I'm riding with the hype that this guy could genuinely be a future top 5 contender, if not a champ. And against Santos, and I really appreciate the breakdown of the names because I'm just going to call him Santos. He's 2-1 in his last 3, coming off a win against Danny Barlow, and this is definitely a fight to keep an eye on. I mean, Djorden is a well-rounded fighter, and he's honestly, it's a really good test in itself. I mean, he's willing to brawl in the pocket, and he's effective. I mean, he rolls his head just out of range. He's got fast counters, wild hooks, and fast leg kicks, but I think Susurkaev can do everything, a little bit more actively and just a little bit more better. I think Santos just tries to make it more of a brawl, and Susurkaev just tries to stay at range, mix in the grappling if he needs to, but Susurkaev is a real problem. I think he finds that jab, kicks out the lead leg, and eventually brings him up high, picking shots apart, but I'm even going to go with a head kick finish in round 2 from Susurkaev. But Nana, what you got?
Ooh, I love the accuracy today, brother. I'm taking Baisangur as well. I think by a finish in some capacity, whether it's a TKO in the first, second, maybe even late. Dude's dangerous. I just think that Djorden, if you will, or however you want to pronounce it, Mr. Santos, is just the heavy underdog for a reason. I haven't seen enough that jumps out off the tape, I should say, for me to really feel confident, like taking him to upset the world, no matter how mediocre or not so dominant, Baisangur looked against like an Eric Mechanico. I mean, sometimes you just don't want to make the big mistakes. And I think Baisangur's going to go out there and probably find a way to get the finish. But worst case, he wins by decision again. And then we'll be talking about how we just want to see more from him. But hey, keep stacking wins and you're doing the right thing. And I think that's what's going to end up happening come Saturday afternoon, I guess, as we get right up here to the start of the card. But let's go.
As we edge towards the first fight of the card, which, as somebody pointed out earlier, I think it was useless. Let's see here. Useless. Scroll up. I think he said that this was a banger starting off the card earlier, right?
Another banger.
Another banger
Was also said, but let's see.
It's too far up. But either way, I know it was useless that said it. He was saying that this was come on. We have fucking Clayton Carpenter starting off the card against Jose Ochoa. I mean, this is just a solid fight. Oh, here we go. Even the first fight is a banger. Jose Ochoa versus Carpenter. Brother. It's a fire fucking fight. Another banger. Jim is going to retire though, Grammy. I agree. Tulio needs the cage to push and clinch. I agree. If he does that and doesn't give Roman space, he wins. But if he tries to stand in front of Kopylov, ask Caballero. Yeah, I mean. And Sabatini by sub or decision. Are there double odds on that, actually? Hold on. Are we going to bet on this after all? Let's see. This fucker just convinced us. This fucking grimy son of a bitch.
You little grimy son.
You grimy son of a bitch. You grimy son of a bitch. Let's see here.
It's way too well.
Oh, we can just take him to win inside the distance. But yeah, I like the decision. Is there a double chance? No. Double chance. Here we go. Pat Sabatini, submission or just it's minus 200. How are the odds worse?
You
I
might
don't
as well
understand.
bet Gomez just for fun. Just for
I don't
fun.
understand this, bro. Like, why does BetOnline AG do this? Pat Sabatini, you can get money line minus 170. You get him at double chance victory for minus 200. You're limiting your outcome by 1 out of 3, and you're getting worse odds. Make that make sense. Fucking hell.
Fucking hell.
To start off the card, though, we do have a flyweight fucking banger, boys and girls. As Nano said, another banger. It's Clayton Carpenter versus Jose Ochoa. They are in the flyweight division. They have the same exact records. And this is kind of crazy to me. Right? 8-2 versus 8-2. Nano, my guy, my brother from another mother. What are your thoughts on this fight? How do you see it playing out? Do you think the favorite gets it done, or are we leaning another dog on this crazy fucking show?
I know, man, and it's crazy that Clayton Carpenter's the dog, and that I'm fading him. But man, when you turn on the tape and you watch Jose Ochoa, I want to give both these guys their flowers. I think the flyweight division has some absolute studs, and these are two guys that well represent that new generation. You know, Clayton Carpenter, 29 years young, represent Phoenix, Arizona, shot at. But coming off of those back-to-back losses is tough, man. It's just tough. Like, we know he's talented. We know that he has all the makings to be a staple in this division, in the UFC. It's just sometimes you get a bad luck of the draw, right? And this is now the third time where that's happened. And you're getting someone that's coming off a loss as well against Amabayev. And when you turn on the tape, man, and you watch this guy from Peru, Mr. Jose Ochoa, go out there and swing and bang. He fights out of that chute box camp with Diego Lima and the crew, so you know he's going to come in prepared. But, man, 25 years young, and he's just starching people. Like, dude has a special power in his hands. There's just something about him, man. I just have a hard time betting against him, and I love my boy out of Phoenix, but I'm going Mr. Jose Ochoa because I just like the power, and I think he's still streaking the right direction. Again, only that loss to Asa and Loner Kavanaugh, like, those are all studs, and these are all like 20-something-year-olds. So it's like I'm excited about the flyweight division and all these people I just mentioned, but about this fight, I think it's Jose Ochoa's fight to lose. Pip, I know you got a lot to say, brother. Break it down.
It's definitely a great fight. I mean, Clayton Carpenter. There we go. He's on a bit of a skid, like you said. I mean, he's coming off 2 losses. He's 2-2 in the UFC, and he's young at 29 years old. And I mean, to kind of add to your point, Nano, I mean, both of these guys, their record is kind of better than they are better than what their record shows. But for flyweight standards, they're just not there. I mean, flyweight is just such a vast division. But Carpenter, I mean, he's an explosive fighter, more of that Muay Thai striker, but he does have good jiu-jitsu as well. I mean, decent top control, mixes everything together fairly well. And Clayton has a lot of power in his hands, strong body kicks, just an arsenal of submissions as well. And the main issue really has just been his takedown defense. Against Jose, I mean, he's 1-2 in the UFC, coming off a loss, and both guys are looking to get back in the win column. He's also very young at 25 years old. And Jose, he's not an easy test. He's a very unorthodox striker. You can expect jumping front kicks, Superman punches, just constant pressure, powerful right hooks, good knees in the clinch. He's just very athletic. And he's not a slouch on the ground either. I mean, none of these guys are, especially at this division. I mean, you've got to be at the top of your game. He's got good scrambles, slick BJJ, and trains with Charles Oliveira. And he's able to, get some wins off of his back as well. And he gets off to a wild start, but I think Carpenter comes out aggressive. Ochoa being the more sharper striker throughout it. And I can see Carpenter landing some takedowns, getting some control time. But like I said, Jose is just, he's slick off his back. I can see him snatching up a submission. But I think Jose breaks Carpenter down. And I'm going to go with the KO in round 2. But, Uncle Olin, what you got?
I like it, bro. I definitely do. I'm going Ochoa as well. He's got the speed. He's got the finishing ability to handle the veteran in Carpenter. I'm taking him by decision. I just genuinely think that he's better. He's going to be more well-rounded, and anywhere that the fight takes place, he's going to be just a step ahead, just barely. So give me Jose Ochoa. I think the Carpenter is going to need a few nails in the wood, if you know what I mean, to survive this onslaught. I think it's going to be one of the 3 boring fights of the card, if I'm being honest with you. And that is not a diss, right? If this is one of the more boring fights of the card, we're winning here. Grimy says, Nano, tell her to make you a sandwich.
Luna. She'll eat the sandwich.
Make him a fucking Sammy.
I just hear her getting into stuff. I'm like, oh gosh. I'm like, what's going on over there? We good though.
Dude, literally, I have to make sure I have all 3 of the cats out of the office before I start an episode and close the door. Otherwise, it's a fucking shit show. So I promise you, whatever Luna is doing over there, it's not bothering me any more than the cats would be.
Much appreciate. Shout out Grimy.
Bucky's got his bed right here. Pippa's got her little bed like by the window that's elevated to like eye level. And I kid you not, the only, like, I have 3 cats. I have Keanu, I have Bucky, and I have Pippa. If Keanu is in here and she's sleeping, she'll wake up maybe 15 to 30 minutes in and just start pacing back and forth behind me, yelling, meow, meow, high-pitched. Pippa sounds like an adult cow. Literally, when she meows, she's like, meow, meow, meow. And if she is asleep in her bed, 5 minutes is the most I've got. I feel like an asshole dad every time we start the show because she's 90% of the time asleep. Pip has heard me say Pippa and gotten confused because I feel like an ally. Pippa, you got to get up, dude. I'm sorry. And, you know, we gotta just move the fuck out. Bucky Moose, though, he's the homie. He's also the only cat that watches every fight with me for the last 13 years. He hears Bruce Buffer yell, "It's time!" And he'll walk out of the fucking bedroom yawning and just come pop up on his couch spot. Nano knows this. He's been to the house in San Jose.
Oh, yeah.
Bucky had his own designated spot on the couch there. He does here in San Diego as well. He'll sit here all fucking show. If he's asleep, he's good. He's gonna kick it. He's a guy's guy. You know what I'm saying? So I get it, bro. Luna's gonna Luna. She's gonna talk. She's a talker.
Now she's chilling. Grimy. This is Luna. Looks like, oh, your sister has Boston's? Nice. Boston Terriers. Basically,
love it.
Basically, Luna's, close relative there.
Yeah.
Similar energy.
Close cousins. Cousins. Cool dog, useless set.
Oh, say thanks, Luna.
What kind of dog is Luna?
A little French bulldog. A little Frenchie.
Let's go.
Yes.
And with that, folks, them's the fights. Them's the picks. Them's the bets, if you will. I'm feeling pretty confident. I've got a couple of parlays. The one I already told you guys about. I've also got Khamzat Chimaev, Tatsuro Taira, and Yaroslav Amosov, which bit of a nail biter, but decent odds. Got the Jeremy Stevens pick, got the Grant Dawson pick, got the Joaquin Phoenix pick, got Waldo Cortes-Acosta locked the fuck in. Got the same game parlay for Tatsuro Taira to get more significant strikes, takedowns, and win inside the distance at plus 375. Solid odds on that one. And then, of course, we took the Khamzat Chimaev, right? 1 unit on him to win by submission will get you almost a full unit back in profit. And then a half unit on him to get it done by KO, TKO, or DQ will get you damn near 3 units back. Or sorry, damn near 2.5 units back in profit. So either way, as long as he ends it inside the distance, we're up money. We've been stacking pennies for a rainy day for these last couple cards. We've been winning more than we've been losing, and that's a good feeling to have. So hoping to keep that going and keep that growing. And with that, folks, I've poured up one last shot of the night. We've done over 2 hours, almost 2.5, and it almost just feels right to do one last one with you folks. So if you're drinking, drink with us. If not, that's fine too. We appreciate you all the same. Just please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, smash that bell for notifications. It truly helps. And then as soon as the episode wraps up, one last thing, folks, hit the refresh button, leave a comment down below. It truly helps with the algorithm, channel growth, etc. It helps with my ego, which I really need these days. So I appreciate you. Cheers, folks. To you.
Cheers. And episode 300, y'all. Just a little fun fact.
Oh, yes.
Let's go. LFG.
To live episode 300, boys.
Crazy.
I mean, 300 in the books. It feels kind of surreal. I saw the number pop up whenever I was uploading this week's earlier episode on the audio only, and it was like episode 299, season 1. And it hit me. I was like, dude, we've done 300 of these.
Damn.
And I feel like, for those of you that don't know, like this whole show started because a childhood friend was like, hey, you have a good voice for podcasts, and every time we talk about MMA, you get me hyped up. I tried to do it with him. We did, I think, 3 or 4 episodes across 2 years because our schedules just never worked out. Me and Nano started working together 8.5 years ago now. What a friendship. And he talked to the same guy on a VC, and he's like, dude, we should have you on a show. Like, you and Olin are great together. He came to my apartment. We did an episode with Eric. And then after that, I was like, bro, it should just be me and you. We have the same schedule. We have the same job.
Literally.
And many jobs later, many schedules later, we're still here. 300 episodes later. And the family has grown. The community has grown. All of our friends have grown. And we've had the pleasure of being able to meet a handful of you guys in person. And we're really looking forward to meeting even more of you in person this year and the years to come. So thanks from the bottom of my heart to each and every one of you folks for tuning in, for liking, for subscribing, and for making the chat what it is, because the chat being what it is what makes these episodes what they are. You give us life, you give us fuel, and we appreciate each and every one of you. And did all you guys pick Jose Ochoa? Yeah, I think we did.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we did. It's not very often that happens, so maybe you should take that one to the bank, useless. Who did you pick on that one? I gotta know. Baisangur, Chimaev, Tatsuro. Ooh. Okay, we got one more task, boys. I'm gonna put that one in. You know, we always follow a good bet, and I like that.
It.
I like that one a lot. So Chimaev, Tatsuro. Boom. Chimaev, Tatsuro. I like both of those. Where is this fucking crazy name motherfucker? There he is. I'm assuming for Baisangur you meant Baisangur. Yeah, that's solid, bro. Plus 126 on that. So you put 1 unit on it. Again, if your units are $50, you get 63 back. If your units are $10, you get 12 back. If your units are $100, you're a fucking baller. You get 126 back in pure profit. Whatever your units are, I like this bet a lot. I'm doing a half unit on it. You'll get a little over a half unit back in pure profit. So a half unit turns into over a unit back in your bank account on your residential betting app. With that being said, folks, 2.5 hour live stream. I think this might be the longest one we've done outside of a live watch along. Give it up for the boys. The boys, Pip and fucking Nano. They are the legends. They are the guys. And anything else you want to say to the folks before we call it a show?
Hey, man, just love y'all. Happy 300. Wouldn't be here without you. Let's enjoy this fight card. Let's enjoy the lives we have. Every day is a gift. That's why they call it the present, baby. Let's go. We appreciate y'all. Pip, bring us home. Let's go.
Yeah. Fire chat. We appreciate y'all staying the whole way through it. Let's don't forget that like the stream, comment, subscribe, refresh it afterwards, drop a comment, and yeah, happy to be here for episode 300. I don't even know how I got here, but happy to be breaking down the fights with you guys. So it's been a great time. But yeah, thanks for tuning in.
And happy Mother's Day.
Happy to have you. You're part of the fucking family now, nephew.
Happy Mother's Day.
You're part of the family now. Happy Mother's Day. Make sure you call your mom. Okay. I got to tell you, one of my favorite corporate America stories ever. One of my clients, it's a wine brand. They're running a shoppable display right now. It's a video, and it literally pops up with their wine bottle and says, "Dude, you should call your mom. Happy Mother's Day." It's a great asset for a video ad, bro. Oh, shout out. It's definitely one of my favorite pieces. With that being said, Nano, you quoted one of my favorite quotes ever. You know, the present. That's why they call it the present. It's a gift. The full quote goes a little something like this, folks. Focus on the present, not the past or the future. The past is just history. The future is still a mystery. So let's focus on the present because it's a gift. That's why they call it the present. And with that, folks, I end it this way as I always do. Happy fucking hunting to you folks. Happy betting to you folks. I really, truly hope you all enjoy the fights. And if nothing else, please, 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 from the bottom of our hearts, make sure that you keep on going and you keep on growing. And we can't wait to see you next time.
You've been listening to the MMAnomaly Show. No filter. As you may have been able to tell, we dig the MMA, and our passion is to dive deep into the upcoming fights, give you our expert breakdowns, and help you make sense of all the chaos that is the fight game. We hope you've enjoyed the show. If you did, make sure to like, rate, and review. We'll be back soon, but in the meantime, make sure to find us on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch at MMAnomaly. Be cool, and we'll see you next time.